Yo! How's it going, y'all? Oop, I forgot to turn on my light. Hold on. Oh, there we go. A little better. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome. We are back with arena competition for NA. This is the third and final day, although it's only the second day streamed. The first day was kind of all just unstreamed because there wasn't a whole lot to do. Yesterday we saw top 16. Today's top 4. 4 teams remain in arena competition NA. We've got Joker, Origin, Ponda, 3 teams that we expected. One team that made an upset, Evany. Evany made top 4. They had a bit of a rough start yesterday. Lost the very first set to Metro, but they brought it back. They kicked butt, and here we are. We've got them in the top 4, so go ahead and pull up the bracket here. This time, Wargaming did update the website, thankfully, so I can go ahead and show it right here. So we've got Crocodiles versus Fiend. Crocodiles is the Joker team, Fiend is the name of Evany's team. So Joker, Evany going to be playing, Origin and Ponda are going to be playing. The way that stream coverage is going to work today, I will start with Origin Ponda. Tommy is going to start with Evany Joker. I think he's going to move down to the lower bracket semifinals, so the loser of the 2 games. I'm going to take the winner of these 2 games. I believe these sets, I don't know if they're happening at the same exact time or if there's just some overlap, but he is taking this set and I'm taking this set, I believe is how it works. Then I think we'll both watch the lower bracket finals and grand finals together. So I, am excited to see this. This is the first time that I am going to be seeing all these high-level teams playing against each other with the new meta. It'll be the first time for that, so we get to see, what tanks everyone's taking against each other when stuff gets really serious. I did end up going back yesterday watching a little bit of Core, a little bit of Tommy, just to kind of see how the other group went, and Origin was doing a little bit of memes at the end. What was it? It was 750 Bs, then 7 Crons, and then what was the last one? Super Conquerors, I think. And even the other team that they fought ended up using like 7 IS7s, and then they tried to do 7 bad chats. I don't think they had enough for it, but it was fun to watch. But you don't really learn a lot from that, to be honest. I mean, sometimes there's a little bit of instructional learning for like small interactions, like a particular engagement or something, but in general most comp games aren't going to go that way. They're a little bit too one-dimensional of a lineup to kind of get a real feel for things. So hopefully today we're not going to be seeing too much of that. I doubt it. This isn't really a high stakes tournament, so don't know exactly how hard these teams are going to be competing, but I know that for one, Core is a very no-nonsense personality from my interactions with him, so I don't expect him to be taking it too easy when there's like serious teams that he's playing against here. So I hope to see some good stuff. I know Javi doesn't mess around too much either, so we'll see how it goes. Hello everyone in the chat, what's up? We got Anakin, Rooney, Catastrophic, Draconic. Hope y'all are doing well. When will Apex recruitment be off hold? We're actually open now. I deleted that message a few days ago, so if you are interested in joining Apex, you can contact me in Discord DMs. I will probably be able to get to it after the stream today if you'd like, and we can talk things over. So if you're interested, for sure, dude, we can talk about it. But yeah, that's everything going on so far. They did update the bracket so we could kind of go back to the second stage and look at things. This wasn't there yesterday, which I normally like to take a look at, but this was the bracket with Joker, 7E, and JJ, I believe. I have to remember now because these aren't clans, these are just the names of the teams. But Joker ended up, going to tiebreaker in the grand finals to 7E, so big props to them. But overall, Joker went pretty smoothly. Down here, this is Origin, Purple, 50A with Sinvita, and I don't know who So was. I will have to double check that. But this was the bracket, so Purple actually ended up losing 3-1 to 50A to drop to top 12 technically. And yeah, here this is the bracket that we watched. So Gaian was the Metro team, D-Chill was Gosu, and Fiend was Evany. Fiend ended up coming back to win it. And then in group 4, Hated is here. They won their first set against Ponda, then Kitten kicked their butts. Ponda ended up winning against Hated 3-0 there. So this was a 3-2, and then Ponda locked in 3-0'd, and then ended up defeating Kitten as well to move on. I forget who, by process of elimination, who must this So team be? I don't remember all the teams that made it this far. I'll have to double check that. But anyway, that's how the bracket went yesterday, and then here's today. So again, Tommy will be streaming this, I will be streaming this, and I forgot to mention Cora streaming his own POV again, presumably. So if you guys want to watch player perspective rather than my top-down view, Cora and I are going to be watching the same games today. So if you guys want to check him out, this is a good opportunity, you know, watch another streamer. If you guys have been following NA for a while, chances are you've just been watching me, because there really haven't been very many other streamers that stick around. I mean, Doodles did a season here and there, Rose sometimes helps out occasionally, but up until this season, we haven't had a whole lot of other streamers, so I really do encourage you to branch out, you know. If there's someone else whose style you might like a little bit more, you go do that. What's up, AJ? Been a minute, dude. Hope you're well. What's good? Fry Banshee, welcome. Rose Evergreen, hello, hello. Yeah, I think we're good there. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to cover. Let me just double check really quickly. I will be doing 2 Battle Pass giveaways today. That's right, I forgot to mention that. I did talk about it at the end of yesterday's stream, but we're going to be doing 2 Battle Pass giveaways. Battle Pass can either be for the month of November or October. So if you guys want to have the October Battle Pass, if you just want to finish, you know, October up strong, you can do so. Or if you want to have November, so you can have a fresh, clean start for next month, you can specify. But I'm going to do 1 giveaway at the end of the first set, because presumably normally there's some downtime between the first set and the next, so we'll do one of the giveaways, then we'll do the second giveaway at the very end of the stream. It's going to be Twitch chat only. Again, I didn't really have a whole lot of time last night or today to kind of go through and learn how to do things on YouTube, but YouTube has been quite larger recently than Twitch, so I am going to do my best to cater towards YouTube in the future. Along with that, I did monetize my channel, as I talked about, and I was using a new library yesterday for my songs, a new song playlist, because it said it was royalty free. Unfortunately, I did get copyright striked again, so I'm trying another new one today. If this one also gets copyright striked, I might just go without music. I don't think it adds that much. It's lo-fi music. It's very quiet relatively compared to my voice and the game audio. But let me know what you guys think. I might not see it if it's in the sorry, not in the Discord chat. I might not see if it's in the stream chat, but maybe you guys let me know in my Discord if you think I should still try to look for a playlist that I cannot get copyright striked from. Or not striked, I'm not getting a strike, I'm just kind of getting the video demonetized. But let me know if you guys would be okay with me trying no music for a few streams and kind of see how that goes. But yeah, that is how things are going to be going. Anything else I wanted to mention? I don't think so. We've got about 2 minutes until we get our invite, so we can just hang out, read the chat. Anakin says sounds good. Yeah, you got him, man. I know you're a pretty good player, but we'll just want to kind of run through things for formality's sake. Looks like Cora did ping his server. He is live, so yes, Cora will be streaming his POV. Joker was joking to me the other day about streaming their POV, but they're not actually doing that, unfortunately. It would be cool to see a Joker POV as well. It's always... I did play one tournament in their VC, which is up on my channel. It wasn't the full Joker team. In fact, most of the players weren't actually on the competitive team, but there were a lot of Joker players, and it was fun overall playing with them. Being in VC with the top teams is a pretty cool experience, so if you guys join Cora's stream, you will be able to hear that, which is pretty cool. Looks like the prediction's up for Origin Ponda. Thank you very much for that. Yo! And we got the sub from OG Tanker. Yo, thank you for the sub, Tony. Very appreciated. The prime sub for 20 months. That's a lot of months, man. It's always good to have you around. I know you're always very positive in the chat and in our messages. I appreciate your support always, man. I'm glad to have you back. I guess the only other thing that I can briefly show would be the calendar for the rest of October. So arena competition here, it says 15th to the 18th. Today's actually the last day, the 17th right here. 18th is because Europe has so many teams that they did an extra day. So their day one, we had 64 teams. They had 512 maxed. So their first day, they had groups of 8 to cut down to 1. And then yesterday they had 64. Today they're down to 16. Tomorrow will be their top 4. So they just had an extra day because they have a lot more teams. So if you guys want to watch some EU Grand Finals, that'll be tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. I might be checking it out. I mean, I'm going to be working, but I do work from home, so I might be able to just, put it up on another monitor or something while I'm working. And, I'll be checking it out. And that's how things are looking in terms of the competitive scene for arena competition. And Saturday, there's just a coins tournament. On Sunday, there is the leaderboard competition, which I don't plan on streaming, but I think Tommy did express interest, so there is a chance that he streams it. If you guys want to watch that, could be pretty cool. I personally won't be, because there really aren't very many top-level teams doing it, and just in general, I think having all of these Blitzmasters Legends days is going to be enough for me. And speaking of Blitzmasters Legends, this starts on Tuesday, so we're going to have 3 days off of tournament streams for my channel, and then on Tuesday we're going to pick up with the qualifiers. I don't know which days I'll be streaming. The qualifiers, day ones, might usually be pretty boring. Last couple seasons I haven't been covering day ones of all the qualifiers, but in general there's a chance that I could, and just consider Tuesday to be the start date for that tournament. I did receive my room invite, so I am going to go ahead and join it. I'm only spectating one side, unfortunately, it looks like. Yeah, the mistake seems to have been made on EU, and I think it got made on NA as well. I'm going to ping Tolian about that really quickly. So give me just one moment. Okay, I don't know if she'll respond. But unfortunately, it might just be a one-sided specs today. Which is unfortunate, because it means I can't see what's going on with everybody. But let me go ahead and show the room. Ponda and Origin are the teams. And here we are, Ponda Origin. This is the first set of top 4. Going to be best of 5 for this set and all the rest of the sets except for Grand Finals, which will be best of 7. So the very last set will be a best of 7, all the rest will be best of 5. Yeah, hopefully I'm not set to spectate one side for all of them, but Tolian's probably asleep, and I don't think this is important enough to wake her up because it's just arena competition, so might just be a little bit of a setback for today only. October Game Pass work really good? Yeah, whoever wins you can choose if you want October or November. We'll do the first one after this set. Move to Twitch, awesome. Welcome, Copenhagen's here. Howdy from Japan, that's awesome, dude. Hope you enjoy your trip in Japan, that's really fun. Fry Banshee, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Hello to Hi, to Eric, to Pranat. Welcome, y'all. Anyway, we got a minute left until this game starts here. We're going to be on Rockfield for games 1 and 2, so I'll get that set up right away. Ponda is set to run 2 Super Conks, which is interesting. We didn't see a whole lot of them yesterday. We saw a couple. 2 MLEs, IS-4, T100, and 268. So they are running a tank destroyer. We saw the Ho reused a little bit yesterday, but no 268. That tank, it got buffs to its handling, so I'm not surprised to be seeing it. It can work pretty well long range. It's still not like a pinpoint accurate gun, but it's definitely can hit its shots at long range, and it's got higher alpha than the Ho for sure, so it's going to hit a lot harder. Much more punishing tank destroyer. I like the pick. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and begin with our first set here. Rockfield as the first map. And here we are with this game here. Unfortunately, it looks like I am not going to be able to free cam for this set. So we're just going to be watching it from Ponda's POV only. Looks like Ranger is... Ooh, we're seeing a boost right away from Origin. They're going to boost... Sorry for Ponda. I see the Origin player on the Ponda team, and that confused me. Looks like they figured out you can just do it with one boosting tank here. So they are going to take map positioning with the rest of their tanks. So they're not completely giving up map control by going for this boost, and the T100 is going to be playing pretty sneaky here. Looking at Origin lineup, we've got 4 MLEs, a 2 and 5B, and 2 Super Conks. So lots of those, you know, French heavy tanks, but also a few of the British ones as well. We are seeing Origin take a cap lead. Ponda will step A. Very unfortunate. Also, the colors are going to be a little bit confusing. Let me go ahead and fix that really quickly. I'll just swap it like this. So, okay, cool. Now, Origin's going to be red. Ponda's going to be blue. Looks a bit better. Is this going to confuse me for the scoreboard, though? Yeah, so it's going to be a little confusing for the scoreboard, but we'll make it work. Okay. Because if right now I have it set up, if I press the blue scoreboard, it's going to increment Origin. So, oh well. Cora taking an early hit here. Yeah, no free cam kind of hurts, but Mask takes one as well. And I'm not even going to be able to compare hit points either. I have to kind of flip through tanks like this. Ranger is sitting back here. Don't know how much vision he has. 774 Nameless took like 300, 200 damage, so it might have been a shot from Ranger here. Versus Origin today, potentially. Pafalupi taking a hit. This is not the Pafalupi that's normally in Ponda, I think. This is Sherman. The real Pafalupi, I believe, is actually on the Origin team. Yeah, he is. He is actually playing as well. You can see him all the way over there. That's pretty funny. Ranger's still doing his little boosting. This is really the best view that I have of everything. And Ponda is nuking Pafalupi pretty hard, but look at Steven. Steven's been caught out a bit. Origin going for that push while being unspotted. And Yar looking like he might be trying to hunt down the boosting T100 LT. I'm imagining that, you know, Origin knows he's here. Ranger getting into a safer position to try to deal with this, while Origin picks off even Steven there. Unfortunately, I can't even see who's spotted on the Ponda team, but we'll try to click around. Looks like Akame is kind of the bait tank here for Origin, so he just needs to survive as long as he can. That's his job, while allowing the rest of Origin to clean up. Looks like they found their next target, which is going to be Sherman in the middle here, but they'll stop B as well. They were losing on the caps despite having the extra gun in the game, so they want to make sure to stop the bleeding there. But Akame does get picked. Ponda's actually looking quite good here in game number 1. This cap looks red, but it is Ponda controlled. What Ponda needs to do is counter push back into B. Pafalupi's low and Cora's low. If they can pick up those kills, Mask shooting the wrong tank there. You need to be shooting Pafalupi or Cora. And Mask kind of exposed himself to both of those tanks, and he took some big hits there. And he does end up picking up Pafalupi. Sorry, it's kind of confusing to see which one. It was the Ponda Pafalupi that died. Skip should pick up the kill here. No, Arctic needs to look the other way, potentially. No, he's just going to go for that shot cleanly. Ponda does lose 2 tanks, though, and Skip's going for that kill. Confusing why they're not going for the kill on that Super Conqueror there. Arctic's just not looking for some reason. Skips does get it, barely. They are holding on to the cap lead, but will Skip survive? Ranger's going to go down to Dizzy here. And Skips gets picked off as well. Yeah, 980. And it's just Arctic left. Unfortunately, not easy to see everything going on. I was not added as a free cam spectator, so this is going to be how it goes. I also noticed that, yeah, Amunet for one of the EU sets had the same thing happen to her. I'm going to check out Tommy's stream real quick to see if that is the thing for all of them. Could be a problem. We will see. There's a poor Ponda depression. Yeah, rip Ponda. Origin had a clean game 1 win, though. Looked very good there. A little bit of bleeds on Pafalupi, unfortunately, but they pushed very nicely, caught Steven out. Origin got the kill quickly before Ponda could react, so looked pretty good overall. Ponda definitely could have had better focus fire, though, in the end there. Mask and Arctic kind of not looking for the kills. It's all good, though. So I am going to really quickly take a minute. I'm probably going to be quiet while I'm doing this. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about for this set here. So it looks like he has free cam. He's watching Evany Joker. Maybe it's just a mistake for this set. I hope the rest of them aren't all like this. PPM Cook, guys, what's up, you? Okay, well, I'll keep Tommy's stream up in the background just in case I need to refer to it. It's fine. We got 30 seconds left until game number 2 on Rockfield. Again, can't see Origin's lineup, unfortunately, but Ponda's heavily invested in the MLEs here. They're switching out the T100 for Vickers. They're not going to have an easy boost on this side, unfortunately, and honestly, I don't really think the boost accomplishes that much. I didn't see how much damage Ranger did. Maybe I can look at that really quickly. It's going to look buggy. I'll just go to this thing prematurely, I suppose. Did Ranger do okay? He did okay. I mean, it's fine. If you're in a light tank, right, you're trying to play out of the ways anyway, as long as you can keep your gun in the game. So I guess there's not really too much to complain about with the strategy, but in general, it loses a lot of map control if you go for a boost like that, but I don't think that was really the issue that Ponda had, so I can't really criticize that too much. Anyway, both teams are rocking 4 MLEs, 2 2-5Bs for Ponda, where only 1 for Origin. They've got 2 Super Conquerors. Same lineup, it looks like, for Origin. It's a symmetrical map, though, so it does make sense. This time Ponda's not going for a quick A, they're going mostly towards C. I have to kind of click through all the tanks if I want to see the correct one. Ranger's going to go for early spots here. Hopefully he finds something. If he doesn't find something and Origin happens to be sneaking up here, could be in trouble. But it looks like most of the tanks are going to be over on the C side. Will Ranger find anyone? Doesn't look like it. But both teams are sending tanks into the corner, so it could be a nice little corner brawl here. And Sherman bouncing a shot on Akame. He's going to take a couple. And right away, you can see Akame's taken 1 hit, Nameless has taken 1 hit, whereas Origin is focusing very well just on shooting Sherman here, so it's looking quite good. Although the shots are not always connecting, with the MLE it's not quite easy to hit every single shot here. But Origin's also pushing through the center. They've got really good damage onto Mask here if I can click to him. It looks like Yara is going to try to clean that up, and Origin is realizing, okay, Yara can clean this tank up. If Mask drops all the way back like he looks like he's about to do, he might be getting his gun out of the game. No, not quite. And Origin's just realizing, you know, he's just so low, it doesn't even matter at this point. And they've got 3 kills already. It's a 7v4. I don't see Ponda coming back from this either. They do pick up Bubba, but they're going to lose Mask soon. And Ranger having to bring himself into the fight as a light tank. He doesn't have the hit points to survive this at all. Paffy and Yara will turn to him for the kill. Core is looking for it. And this is a game 2 win for Origin as well. Really not a whole lot to comment on here, just out-brawling. Steven the last alive. We'll get 1 kill before going down, but that's a 2-0 lead for Origin. Not bad, not bad. Fawad, welcome. Charlie. And I forget if I said hi to Tactical, but hello. Yeah, GG to Origin. 2-0 lead. That one a lot less nuanced of a game. Just a straight up brawl in the C corner. Which Origin is very good at brawls. They're a good mechanical team, so can't be too surprised by what just happened. Normandy going to be the maps for games 3 and 4 if it does go to a game 4, but the way that Origin is playing right now, it may not even happen. But yeah, Normandy for games 3 and 4. Sorry, I was just still messaging Tolian. She's not awake, but I'm just sending more messages. Apparently Tommy is not having this issue that I'm having, so maybe it's just a one-off thing. Hopefully for the rest of the sets we'll be fine. We will see. But Ponda is switching their lineup. We've got the 50Ms now. We saw a bunch of them yesterday. And we are seeing the double 50M this time around. Normandy is the map. Still rocking the MLEs and the Super Conquerors. It is crazy to me how much reactive armor just defines competitive meta, or just super consumables in general, because in previous seasons it was, you know, whichever tanks had tungsten shells. Now it seems to be reactive. It's more like a survive and push meta, which I can't complain about too much. Anyway, we can introduce them. And it looks like both teams having similar ideas with the 50Ms. Each team is running some. Origin only has one, though. Again, I can only really see their lineup now. At the, in the turning room, I'm only set to see Ponda, so I can't even see Origin's lineup. But they're keeping the Super Conks and the 2 and 5e. They just subbed out an MLE for a 50M here. Nice opening shot there from Paffy into light. We try to peek that center bush, but Origin pre-aiming it. They know what they're doing. And they're going to get right on in with the Super Conquerors into the bowl. Very aggressive opening here. Both C and D will be capped around the same time. But yeah, Ponda just seems a little bit more set up on D. And Origin's going to be going for a bit of a aggressive, you know, bowl hold, which it looks like maybe Ponda's going to try to counter push. Not going to be the easiest, but they are going to do it, and that's going to prompt Origin to push around on the outside here. We've got Dizzy going in on the side, who might be a little bit caught, but he is also distracting a couple guns here. He is taking the hits quite nicely, but Origin does get the first kill. Sorry, it's not easy for me to see where I want to see just because of the lack of free cam, but kills are traded from both sides. As long as Ranger doesn't get in the way of light. Okay, Core misses the kill shot, so they should be able to pick this up here. No problem. Or no, maybe that wasn't Core who shot. Anyway, it's actually in favor of Origin still here, but if light can survive this, Ranger is doing his best to HP share. It'll be a 4v4, but Paflupi is about to go down himself, and Core does have tanks to his rescue here. Core does go down, but Yarrow is going to be quick to pick up Messi. And yeah, 4v2. This one is going to go in favor of Origin as well. Just a quick brawl in the C-cap. There's not really a whole lot to break down. Origin did go for a nice, like, sweeping surrounding push here. Ponda kind of boxed themselves up in the middle a little bit, and so Origin was able to push both through B and through, like, the around outside of C. And so maybe it was a little bit easier for them to choose a target. But in general, Origin is just a really good brawling team, and unfortunately, Ponda was not looking too polished in this set, so we're going to see a clean 3-0 sweep from Origin. So GG's there. Was hoping to see a little bit higher level, you know, gameplay here. And game 1 wasn't like an instant win for Origin. It took a little bit of time for things to happen, but unfortunately, games 2 and 3 were very quick. GG's to Origin, though. Congrats on the dub. They will move to the upper bracket side. Ponda will drop down to the loser side. And we can briefly, I guess, refresh the tournament website. Just see how the bracket's looking. Don't know if the other set's done already. That's very possible. I would say the gap between Joker and Evany is presumably higher than the gap between Ponda and Origin. And yeah, in fact, yeah, both sets were quick 3-0s. Maybe not surprising here, to be honest. Joker defeating Joker defeating Evany very quickly. So I believe Tommy goes straight to this set and I go to this set. Although I'm gonna have to check the timing really quickly here. So let me go ahead and do that. What's training room? Sorry. I believe it should be Joker Origin at 9:50. All right. It's in the mod chat, mods. Thank you for taking a look. We've got a lot of downtime. Anyone wants to redeem replays and stuff, we can look at those. Otherwise, I can just play some games. Flex Primo, thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. Welcome to the stream. Wasn't able to mention it during that set. Hello, Mo Aller. Welcome. And yeah, I don't see anything from Wargaming, so I'm just gonna assume. I'm gonna hope that the rest of the sets are fine with free cam, but who knows? Let's see Tommy's stream. Yeah, his set's ending around the same time as this one is, so. So if you guys want to watch Ponda versus Evany, the loser of that set will drop out from the tournament, then you can go to Tommy's stream. And if you guys want to watch Joker Origin, then stick around here in the upper bracket finals. Slick, hello, hello. Who won that Origin? Yes. Okay. Anyway. I think we can just go ahead maybe and play a battle or something. I don't think I have any replays in particular. I guess I have one. I have one that I can show. I think this is a 10v10 replay of my own. And then if nothing happens, then we can play. I was playing with Star. Yeah. It's nothing crazy. But it was a reasonably fun replay. And I'll just read chat for now. I'm just trying to delay me playing as much as I can because I don't like playing pubs very much right now. I don't think they're very fun. Me saying hello, there's an Apex member on the other team. Goat. Prediction isn't working? Uh-oh. Let me take a look. Dang. I got it to work. Fixing predictions with Draconic. I'll keep an eye out on chat. Anyway, opening, just put a couple shots into the middle. This Foch is kind of being a bit of a pain. So Star and I gonna go deal with him. He gets picked off quite quickly. Thankful for my teammates for that. So we're just going to work on the tinks from mid. One thing that you have to be aware of when you're playing this map, I know this is a game mode so it doesn't really matter, but in general, if you're playing this map and you're in the middle side, you have to be aware of tanks pushing from C. Because oftentimes everyone's just so focused on getting cross shots in the middle that you don't pay attention to tanks that are coming around, because you don't have any vision unless you back out from the middle and actually like look with intention. So something to be really careful of. Unfortunately for the enemy team, they did not get to, you know, have any vision there, so we just kind of pushed right on through. Well, I guess they had vision from the Foch, but they were still tunneled in the middle. I decided to let my teammate go in from behind get that. He finds my clanmate Claw there, and so I decided to push him. So yeah, we focus Claw here. Painful to shoot a clanmate, but I've got to we gotta get him out of the game. I give him a little bit of a salute. I always love my members, my homies. Unfortunately, we're still losing the game, though. But I do have a good crossfire going. Also, I'm in full HP, which is quite nice. But our team is kind of melting a little bit. Our IS-7's not doing too hot. Last tank left alive, other than me and Star, is this 183. And 183 players just suck, so I don't expect much from him. And he's already lost all of his HP. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of make a mistake here. I'm just getting way too caught up on this Murat. And I definitely could have been doing better things with my gun in this time. But it is what it is. At this point, we know that the 183 is going down. It's about to be a 2v5. Favorite light, you're liking this thing. Very nice. I'm enjoying it as well. I am. And yeah, 2v4. So we do get the kill in the Super Conk. I find the Kron Vaughn. I can tell that he spotted me because of the eye, which I think is a really cool like side effect of the mechanic that this thing has. And at this point, I need to help out Star. Star does end up kind of making some big mistakes here. He's bleeding a lot of HP that he doesn't have to. He's making peaks like that on the 268. There's no reason he needed to make that peak at all. And at this point in the VC, he was just complaining about, oh my god, I'm throwing, oh, I'm throwing. This is a dumb thing that happens, so somehow that bounces. But I don't have time to deal with him. I'm telling Star, if you can get that kill, please get that kill. And he told me he could, but he doesn't, unfortunately. And he's in B. That 268 is looking for me, but I don't have time to deal with him. I need to help Star. He does put a shot into the Chieftain. Wasn't enough, though. I do sneak that shot in the mirror, I thought. That was a very nice shot. Could have definitely missed there. So my mouse is in the center this whole time. My bad. Play that new mode. There's no mode at the moment, unfortunately, Aether. Tomorrow Big Boss does start, though, and I will definitely be playing some Big Boss. But, unfortunately, it is not out yet. So, unfortunately, I can only play pubs. But here my goal is to see if I can get the kill on that Chieftain. I do find him. And I decide that it's worth me like trading a shot just to get the kill quickly here. Because it's a 1v3. Getting this kill and being able to disappear quickly before the rest of his team shows up is pretty important, right? So right now I'm scared of where that 268 is. I know he grabbed a B. For all I know, he's right next to me. So I just need to bail. And as it turns out, there he is. I'm glad I ran when I did. Because that could have been very, very bad. He was sneaking up on me here. And even now, I kind of am a little bit caught. But I decided to make a break for it. Does he hit me? Thankfully not. There's the Kron Vaughn. And unfortunately, I do take that shot, but it's okay. Still alive. MRX damaged. I've got no repair kit for another 50 seconds here. He misses, so I can put in another shot. But at this point, my ammo rack's damaged. I wasn't sure how long I'd be able to circle him before he scrapes me off, and if I'd be able to kill him in that time. So I'm like, I've got 30 seconds until my repair kit comes back. I'm just going to disengage. I'm a light tank. I have the complete advantage in this endgame scenario. So I'm just noting down his health. You know, he's like a 3-shot or so. And he decides to step right into C, which is actually very smart for him, because he kind of forces my hand here. And my original thought is, okay, I'm going to step B. But then I realized how quickly he can get to C, because he's already, or from C, because he's already capped C. He can push me right now. And he'd catch me before I leave this base. So I realized, okay, not worth it. I do end up unluckily finding the 268 in a time where I can't really push him, so I'm just gonna disengage here. I'm gonna do something sneaky. I know that I'm unspotted faster because of this mechanic, so I'm like, I'm gonna try double peeking to see if he turned around and sneak in a shot, but he did not turn around. He was still facing, so I decide that I have to do something very different here. I've only got 2 minutes now. It seems like plenty of time, but I have to put a few shots into him, and I have to, you know, find a way to engage him without him immediately facing me, so yeah. Will Blitz turn into an Origin Joker retires? I'm sure someone's going to rise to the occasion once they retire. But who knows? Anyway, at this point, I don't know where the 268 is. He's moved a little bit, and I get a little bit nervous. But I do end up finding him. And lucky track there allows me to get right behind. And at this point, it is a GG. I had a nice spectator cheering on in the background as well. Very nice. And that was a 1v4 in the 10v10 mode. Wasn't the craziest thing because most of the tanks were pretty low, but it was still a nice fun game. I love playing light tanks in the end game where you can just drive around and mess with everybody. Yeah, we had no business winning that with teammates like these, but 'twas a GG. Yeah. Looks like Tommy is indeed streaming Ponda versus Evany right now, and then after his set, we're gonna start with Joker Origin. Oh, cool. Alright. And do we have any replay redemptions? Doesn't look like it. In which case, it's fine. I will play some games. Let's see, tier 10. I have been liking the 50M. I will play the 50M. I have the times 10 though. Let's play a rating game in a T100. I don't want to affect the stats of this tank, but I do want to rank this thing up. So we've already got our stuff on there. Let's do it. Get a ratings game. See if we can get a nice win. I don't intend on playing ratings, guys, at all. I'm not going to calibrate. I just want to play some games without stats being correct. No, we got a Dave Daring and King Kazma on our team. Very nice. Solid team. It is really off-putting. This is my first ratings game since they changed it so that you can platoon. I don't like the idea of having platoons in ratings personally, because you're supposed to be, you know, it should be a test of individual skill, but I guess you're being allowed to pad with a platoon mate. So it is what it is. You might as well take advantage of it if you have the ability to do so. Nothing wrong with being the person platooning. I just don't like the fact that we're getting added it in the first place. Put that quick early shot in. We are lit. And since we put the shot into the KPZ, he's going to be spotted for a while. And he is low. So I might actually want to push this. I think I do. And get a little sneaky with it here. Yeah, they're mostly spotted on the other side. I'm taking this opportunity. He's fired one. And he's fired two. Yeah, this should be clean. He's dead. Which Paffy's the normal one? The one in Origin is the normal one. The one in Ponda is Sherman renamed. Sherman being a corp. Okay, so they're all turned around looking for me. He's a little annoying. 268's looking for me. I wish my team would do something. It seems like maybe they finally will. I'm just keeping an eye out on this individual right there. He's only looking for me for this whole time. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. We did fine. Pretty cool. Shame we don't have 10v10. Yeah, I missed 10v10. I thought it was pretty fun. It just felt like pubs, but more chaotic. But welcome to the stream, Classified. Last tiebreaker yesterday was awesome. I agree, Noel. I agree. You know, as an option, someone replays. It's a redemption thing for channel points. Oh yeah, you saw it. Yeah. I'll play it. We got time. And yeah, replays channel is exactly where it belongs. I'll give you a sec to post it. If it takes too long, I might just play a game. We'll see. But hey, we'll take the dub. And got some love from Dave and Kazma. I know Dave. He streams, actually. I don't know if he's live right now. I don't know Kazma at all. But let me check out, see if Dave is live. He is. Yeah, Dave is streaming live on YouTube at the moment. So he must have just seen this game. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, this is his stream. He is Thursday tanking on Blitz. He's got 400 YouTube subs. YouTube is Dave Daring Blitz. So yeah, he must have had this game here. There you go. He was the Kara. Did a good job helping me over on that side, allowing me to push that. So cool. I'll say GG. Unfortunately, Dave, I'm not able to hear your response because I am streaming myself, but I will go back at some point. Anyway, that's Dave. Very nice dude. I don't know him all too well, but every time I see him in game, give him a little salute. I'll put it in good games. Oh, you put it in the Apex thing. Yeah, that's fine, I suppose. Normally, I just take them on my server in the replays channel. And the prediction looks like it worked. That's good. Oh, he can't find the replay. I'll give you some time. Alright. He says he can't find any replay, so we're just gonna play another game. Hey, we got a calibration started. Maybe we could just calibrate to see how well we do. I don't know. That was a good game. How much XP did we get out of it? I wish I could save these time 10s for Big Boss, though, because those will be broken in Big Boss. Then again, you can't really play the T100 LT in Big Boss anyway, because light tanks just get completely clapped. So that's fine. We'll just play ratings. It's okay. I'm not tripping. We got an extra light tank. I don't really like fully committing on this side. We have an M60, which could cause me some problems. Anything just disappeared. RIP. It's all good, dude. It's all good. Yeah, I'm not going to fully commit. I will take this little bush here. Get some early vision in. Make sure I'm in the bush, though. Unfortunately, this 62A is not actually doing anything. He's just going to sit in the same spot as me. And allowing our T92E1 to just get pushed for free. Did I get lit? I did. Thankfully, the rest of our team is committing, which is nice. Allows me to be a little bit more flexible in my play. Their bat chat's on half HP. I will definitely keep track of that. Because that could be some good farm. There's their Kron, their BZ's playing back. Their M60, XM, E75 are all up. Our minnow is unfortunately alone and likely to die to these two. We lost our 92 as well. Can I sneak something in here? No. Nice. There's their bad chat. I'm gonna hunt them down. I used my adrenaline, unfortunately. It's fine, though. This guy's calling for help. You don't need help. Where did he go? There's their bad chat. How did I lose him? How did I lose their bad chat? I don't know. But he doesn't matter anyway. The rest of their team's dying. I should probably just get in and do this damage. He might have circled all the way back. Yeah, he did actually. Interesting. It's a 5v5, so it's not like the game is won yet. But their M60's not really helping out very much. And that bad shit should be reloading, so I actually should have this kill. Oh, this guy turned around though. Well played. So 23 can just take the hit for me. We're good. And yeah, team should be able to win this. Not the highest damage game, but it's not always about damage. I'd rather get the win. I'm sure I did anything about putting in my server. Yeah, it's all good. You put it wherever. Just in the future, if you're in my server, then just do it on my server. Because I can't always look everywhere. Anyway, not the highest damage game, but a win's a win. So let's go ahead and run your replay. Please work. There you go. Rip the 183 replay though. That's a bummer. And then after this, how much time is this? A 5-minute replay, yeah. So after this, we're gonna have to jump right into the. I forgot to do the giveaway. I'm an idiot. Oh, sorry. When's the next set? It's in 12 minutes. Next set's in 12 minutes. I forgot to do the giveaway. We'll do them both at the end. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Always wondered why you prefer Twitch over YouTube. Oh, what's up, Sonari? Welcome to the stream. I like the experience of Twitch better. I just don't like YouTube streaming because the interface sucks, and the Twitch culture. I like the Twitch culture a lot more. The options, the features that Twitch has compared to YouTube, I think are much better. The only thing that YouTube does better than Twitch is the ability. Well, two things. One is having permanent VODs, which is actually very important. Which is the reason that I multi-stream. Is so that all of the past tournaments, right, they get archived. Because on Twitch, everything gets deleted after 60 days. But when you put it on YouTube, it stays up forever as like a video. So that's really nice. The other thing that that I like that YouTube does better is you can schedule streams as like individual links and post them as like certain events, right? So for every single stream that I do on YouTube is an individual link. I like that because it means that I can set up a link for top 16, I can set up a link for top 4, and have those as separate things that eventually do become separate permanent VODs, which I like a lot. It's a very good setup. But I like the features that Twitch offers a lot more. I think they've got a better chat interface, they've got channel points, which my viewers really do enjoy using. And allows for better interaction. So I think Twitch is a much better streaming platform. Unfortunately, it just misses a few key features, which is why I do the YouTube multi-stream. But at this point, my YouTube is bigger than my Twitch, so it's kind of awkward. Because I don't put much effort into my YouTube, and I've put like 4 years worth of effort into my Twitch channel. So it clearly shows that more people are from the Blitz community are on YouTube. So, you know, that's something that I have to accept. There's nothing I can do about that. Anyway, Our boy Viltrumite here, aka Anakin, aka Breeze, has been having a very nice game in the shared, and he ended up playing ramps in the shared, which is something I would personally be too nervous to do, but he did it quite nicely. Only peeking after like tanks like the Concept had fired and everything. He's now up to 4k damage, and he's shot a few very nice HEs. Nice HE into the Vickers. He had an early one into the Murat for the kill, which was a nice roll. And so, shooting those HE shells really adds up all that extra damage. He's probably, you know, done at least an extra few hundred damage because of it. He might barely be at 4k right now if it weren't for pinning those. Unfortunately, losing the Rhino, it's a 2v2. The enemy team is pretty healthy, so there's a lot of HP on the board here. Thankfully, you and your teammate are both healthy as well, so it's not like this is a lost cause. But it's still not an easy fight, right? You don't have much durability, and you're going to fight a 183 and a Concept that are both quite healthy. So good shot into the 183, who does not seem to be scraping you off. Unfortunately, though, it looks like the Concept can shoot you. Yep, and there you go. And actually, the 183 is playing this correctly, getting directly to a wall here. And so it makes sense what you did, just running away. And maybe supporting this T-57 in his fight against the Concepts. Now you're thinking, okay, the 57 can take care of that. I'm going to do my job with the 183. No, you do want the extra shot. Okay, I like that. I think this is good, you know. It's a free extra shot of damage. So you may as well. And it looks like the 57 is reloaded. And you bounce the shot. Oh, no. Oh, unfortunate. But it turns out to be a very good thing that you're helping the 57 because he just missed all 3 shots on a Concept. That's very embarrassing. Concept's not the most difficult tank to pen. There's the 183, though. You have to be careful of him. Presumably, the Concept is about to go for the 57, so you're not worried about him right now. He does get the kill. So briefly, for a moment, it was a 1v2, but now dealing with the 183 could be very tricky. He can't one-shot you, though. Hesh doesn't really work against the Sheridan, as it's got so much spaced armor. So unless he hits something nutty, which he doesn't, he does go for AP, doesn't high roll. So you're definitely going to be able to put in another shot here for free. And the nice thing is you can get out of that crappy spot where you're just hiding behind a pillar. No! The max roll to finish it. I thought you would have to, you know, sneak in one more. No, you just high roll that shit. Nice. Good game, man. Nice damage in the end as well. 7.2k. Yeah, that's a very nice game right there. Well played. Mastery. No surprise at all. And a ×4 on for that as well. Beautiful. Not that XP really matters unless you're going for a rank, which it seems like you don't care about, but nice game, man. 1700 plus base XP. That's very high. Nice game. How about audience? Because I feel like Discovery's minimal for Twitch. I think for a while Discovery was better on Twitch. Now I think they're both pretty bad in my opinion. I don't think Discovery for either platform is very good as a pure streamer. If you make YouTube videos, that's a better way to get discovered. But if you're a pure streamer like me, I don't make videos. I wouldn't say YouTube's any better. I think Twitch used to be very clearly better for stream, but now I don't think either of them are particularly good. Enjoy the channel points? Yes. What's up, Jim? Long time. Hope you're well. Anyway, we should be getting our invite in a minute here, I imagine. Let's hope that we have free cam. It would be nice to have free cam, because we didn't have free cam last game. If we just don't have free cam today, then that's unfortunate. But that's totally an issue. That's not a me issue. Anyway, hide the screen, as we should be getting our invite in just a sec here. It is terrifying. Yeah, for sure. I'm doing well, Jim. Thanks for asking, man. It's good to be back into streaming. I don't really miss it that much. And I shouldn't say like I miss daily streaming that much, but I did miss the tournament streams. I've always enjoyed them. And I don't see myself quitting tournament streamings in the near future. Okay, we got our invite and we're double specking. Okay, that's good. I'm happy. So I think it was just a one-off issue. Cool, but yeah, we got Joker and Origin, guys. Hope y'all are excited. We can go ahead and get the scoreboard set up. Joker on the left, Origin on the right. Update. I don't know if Tommy's invited to this one. I think because he streamed the losers set, and it could still be going on. I don't think he's going to be in this one. Even though the other set is over, it seems, because Tommy's looking at he uses Strat Sketch to analyze the games, which is really cool. That's something that I don't do in my streams, but Tommy does. So if you guys want to see some analysis that way, you can. But anyway, looking at the bracket, it looks like Ponda did a nice sweep over Evany, the Fiend team. So Evany is out, which means we've got our 3 NA powerhouse teams that are longevity teams right there. 3 that have been around the longest, the most consistent. Joker, Origin, Ponda in the top 3. Not too surprising, to be honest. I was hoping Evany could, you know, make some waves, maybe a little upset, but they did not win a single game today. All the sets, in fact, you can see here are 3-0s. So we'll see if there's anything different this next time around. But Joker, Origin, I'm excited to see how things go. This will be another best of 5. And yeah, unfortunately, Tommy is not spectating it. So I cover it, but he does not. But I think we should both be doing these two, hopefully. But yeah, I think I will really quickly just make sure that we can go ahead and show the room. Looks like we can. So in that case, we go ahead and get things set up, guys. Joker, Origin. They need no introductions, but this is the first time we get to watch Joker this season. You know, our first time watching Origin was last set. It wasn't very easy to spectate them because of their being hidden. But right away, we're seeing some interesting stuff. So Lagoon is the first map, and we're seeing tanks today that we haven't seen at all yet. Well, I guess we saw, I think, 1 Vickers yesterday. Or was it today? I forget. I think it was today, actually. But we are seeing a Vickers. 2 Vickers, in fact, for Joker. So, double light tanks for them. They seem to believe in this tank. It has Hesh now. It was changed to have Hesh. Only 300 regular alpha, but 350 with the gold. So it hits pretty alright if you're able to pen the Hesh, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. A lot of the tanks that are meta right now are the survivable ones, but if you can get like the side of the MLE or the rear, I don't know if the side is Hesh pennable. It might be, it probably is. You know, it could be more of a counter to that. 2 and 5e probably being used for similar. The Super Conk as well, so it's interesting to me that teams use both 2 and 5e and Super Conker. I'm guessing the Super Conk is just for the extra gun depression and ease of using as a hull down tank. With the 2 and 5e, you can't really do that. It's just kind of like a pure gunner. Origin's running some interesting stuff themselves, though. We were seeing a TVP from them. And do they have a 7th player? Okay, yeah, that was Cora. For some reason, it was all the way down there. Maybe I did that on accident or something. Cora is still picking his tank. But we have a 50M and a TVP, so they seem to believe in the 4-shot potential of this tank. They don't really care too much about the long clip reload, and the TVP does hit pretty hard as a medium. It does 310 times 4, so that's 1240 damage, but now they're going to sub it out. Maybe Kara will run the TVP, or maybe they just don't want one in general. I don't know. I thought it could have been an interesting pick. Maybe as a way to counter a medium or light, if you can just do 1200 to it, allow the E50M to clean up quite quickly. But it seems like Origin's still working on their roster, so we'll see. But anyway, first time that we're seeing these 2 teams face off for these Season 5 balance updates. And I'm excited for it. We're going to get started on Lagoon in just a sec here. Looks like Origin's locking in with no TVP, unfortunately, but double 50M could be scary against those Vickers. Guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Lagoon. And here we are with Joker Origin, y'all. A couple names that you may not recognize in the Joker team. Lecumino, that is Kami. He has changed his name just a little bit. You could probably recognize it. Crocodile Javi. I'm guessing the DZH is like Javi in like Russian or something, because I think their theme is Russian. But that is Javi the bear. That is Assassin. Javi the Conqueror, you know, needs no introduction. One of NA's, you know, most like strongest all-time players easily. Joker going for a quick and early push in the C side. Origin is set up in A, B. They have a few tanks ready to hold B. Kama here is actually going to try to sneak out into tunnel, which they're also going to push the double 50M, so it could be a early quick pick here for Team Origin, but Joker has found Nameless there, which is Raxi, so both teams are finding the isolated tank and trying to use the rest of the tanks to be quick here. Now, if Joker could pick up Yarrow, that would be huge, because that's a big gone. But Joker is holding nicely with the Vickers up top. They're doing a good job at putting in damage from above, while the rest of the team, you know, is able to kind of work through the center here. But it seems like Origin will be going for a bit of a counter push with these double 50Ms, trying to cause problems when possible. At the moment, the hit points are pretty even, but in comes Bubba to help out. Reaction is going to try to get some shots in cross to Dizzy here, but we are going to be seeing, help from group into Bubba. That's going to allow YZY, which is another new username that I mentioned. That's actually Panzer. Unfortunately, gets picked off before able to pick off Bubba here, but Javi here to help out. Dizzy and Reaction are going to be having a little bit of a fight up top. Dizzy first sneaking around to put a shot into Kami. He will back up to avoid Reaction's shells. Kami is kind of stuck in the middle. He will go down here. Cora will put in a big shot. Yara with the finish. It's currently a 4v4 though, still quite even. Joker is looking good in the hit points though, and Javi's going to come in to clean up on Dizzy. Group missing the kill shot here. Dizzy can put one more into Reaction. That would be huge. He does. He gets the kill there. Reaction not quite being able to put the shot out in time. That tank should still be alive. Joker could have the extra tank, but now it's actually Origin that has the HP advantage in the end game here. If Cora can get the kill in group, no, Yarrow gets it. Now Joker has a good lead, putting shots into Javi now, who's looking a little scary. Kak not able to get the kill on Cora. Yarrow doing a good job at HP sharing. Yeah, unfortunately, Reaction not being able to get the kill on Dizzy cost them greatly. They could have had the extra light tank in this end game, but instead, Origin is able to hold out. They had a good crossfire going. Yarrow able to HP share for Cora, who is now very safe. And Kakity's not going to be able to win the 2v1 against both Yarrow and Akami, who've got very hard-hitting guns. The MLE, of course, having good alpha. The 2 and 5B having the amazing DPM. He gets lit on fire, dies anyway, but still, game 1 goes to Origin. Dizzy with a very crucial kill there on Reaction. That never should be happening if you're Reaction there. You're a strong, experienced light tank player, and he had the reload, and he was holding the corner, so very unfortunate there, but Origin clutching up very nicely with the game 1 win. That one was definitely close all the way until the end. Unfortunately, YZY, which again, that is Panzer, that was the other username I was about to point out before the action all started, was not able to get himself very useful there, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily the Vickers being bad, but it just kind of shows how the 50Ms can just scare those tanks into, you know, not being as effective. And it seems Joker agrees. They are going directly back to 50Ms, and they're like, okay, we tried the Vickers a little bit. Now it's 50M time. We're not messing around anymore. 95E6, first time we're seeing one this season. That tank actually got some armor buffs. It's very solid right now. I'm not surprised to see it at all. It's a role-playing tank, sure, but it plays the role that it wants to play pretty well. It could be a good medium bully. Joker also adding a patent. This tank got reactive armor as well. Man, it's just all the reactive tanks, huh? We'll see what Origin rocks, though. They're still picking their lineup. MLE is unsurprising. 4 of them, though. That's a lot, of course. Maybe a 5th. ZQT Storm, that is Muxv. Rocking the 5th for the team, potentially. Trying to see if there's any names that you might not recognize on this team. I don't think so. The only one that I don't really recognize is Hytronics. This is, I think, a new player. I don't know if he's on the team or if this is just for the arena competition. I had never heard of him before this this roster. I mean, I'd seen him around as W8TA, that was his old username, but I didn't know he was a competitive player at all. So it's cool. Maybe Origin's just adding a new project player to the team, which is always welcome. Unfortunately, he's not getting any playing time at the moment. but it is cool to see some new members on their team. Joker doesn't really have anyone new. I'm pretty sure every single person on the team has some top 4 experience. The only really new player on their team is Krish, who has not previously been on a top team, but he was on, I think, was it Leverage in the past? Maybe Leverage. I forget. And then I think he was on Ponda last season. So he's a good player, definitely good, and obviously he made the cut. He beat out a lot of other players such as Yarrow, Pafalupi, T-Dub, who's been on Joker for like 3 seasons now. So Krish is obviously not someone to mess with. He's a good player, and we're about to see him play for the first time on the Joker team. Double 50 Ms for Joker. Gonna go C. Origin's pretty much set up at C as well with only half their team, though. They're kind of split, actually. 2 at C, 2 at B, 3 at A. They will grab A. I don't know if this is going to be a cap game, but who knows. Nice sneaky shot from Core into reaction, who's kind of having some trouble today, it seems. Kakity's getting bled pretty hard. Yara's doing a great job in that 2 and 5B, but Joker's just going to push right on through. And with their Emilys, try to see if they can wrap around Cora, get a quick early kill here. They should be able to do, but Kak's bled quite a bit. Nameless, Yarrow, ZQT are all going to be able to get right on in and get that quick kill. Joker's bleeding out a lot here. This is a 5,000 HP difference almost in the opening game. They've lost Kak, and I think Joker definitely overextended there a little bit. They're not even able to get the kill on Cora, as Origin has very quickly responded. Nice thing about the MLE is not only is it durable, but it's also relatively quick for its durability. So the fact that they had already set those tanks up on A, but they were still able to respond in time to get the punish there on Kakity. And this one's completely in Origin's favor. 5,000 plus HP difference. They haven't lost a tank yet. They will use Akame soon to group in Krish, but Joker having to put 2 tanks all the way out there to get that kill is just allowing Origin to completely clean up on this other side of the map. Javi's going to go down very quickly. Krish isn't healthy. Reaction's just doing his best to hide as long as possible. There's no question that Origin's going to win this game. Cora quite low, but even he's trying to keep his gun in the game, sneaking that shot in on Krish during that reload, who activates his reactive a little bit too late. There's no point in reactivating it at this point, right? And yeah, this game, a complete wash from the start for Joker as soon as they cross through the middle with Kakity. Tried to get a little bit of a wrap on Cora. I like the idea, but Origin was very well prepared for that. They had tanks in the middle. That 2 and 5B's just got such a demonic gun. Allowing that tank to just completely farm. And Yarrow, of course, one of the top pub players on NA. He has got amazing mechanics, good game sense, and he's going to be hitting every single one of those shots. So he's a great player to be putting in this tank. Origin's off with a very convincing 2-0 lead here, guys. Joker are the defending champions, by the way. They won last season, and they are now down 2-0 to Origin. I'm not sure if you guys were expecting this or not. I was expecting some good games for sure, but this, I wouldn't really call a very good game for Joker. Krish did do top damage there for that E50M, but unfortunately wasn't enough. Yarrow on top, 4K with the 2 and 5B though. This thing is a demon if you let it farm. Such good DPM, and its HE has pretty good pen, so it's going to be definitely usable. You get the side of the rear of the MLE 54, so you cannot let that tank just kind of go unchecked. So, game 3, we're switching up to Yukon here. We'll see if maybe Joker is a little bit better suited on this map. They're again switching their tanks up. They've been rocking lots of different stuff. They were rocking Vickers game 1, 50M Patton game 2. Now it seems T100 bringing back the 50M for game 3. Krish is still playing, so it seems like they're happy with his performance. He's doing reasonably well. He's playing. They've put Tunnel as a spectator at the moment. Origin with double 50M. Keeping Yarrow in that 2 and 5E. I mean, he's a monster with it. There's no surprise at all. Interestingly, Origin is playing 2 PC players. I am not surprised about Cora because Cora is streaming, of course, and it's easier for him to stream on PC. Kame, though, I'm not surprised about that either. I know he's always been a PC main. He plays mobile for the touch tournaments, but he's not nearly as good as if he plays on PC. And he's also one of NA's top pub players on PC, so I'm not surprised he's rocking that control scheme at all. But Joker, they're going pure mobile. They're completely locked in preparing for the mobile only season, so no surprises there at all. But yeah, let's go ahead and introduce Yukon for game 3, see if Joker's able to pull something back here. here it is. Countdown still happening. Someone must not be loaded in, but lineups are set. 4 MLEs for both teams. Each team has a 50M. The difference is 2 and 5B, an extra E50M for Origin. Joker's rocking Super Conk T100. And Reaction's got that speed boost going, maybe taking that D corner here, maybe just going for spots. Origin's not worried about that side of the map too much. They look like they're going to be putting Mux V in the center just as an anchor, but they're taking B. They're going to be putting their 50Ms into A. And we're seeing a relatively slow start. I don't think the game's going to be very slow for long, though. Joker's set up to cut off the B from Korra and Akame, pushing forward to meet with Yara and Pafalupi. So they're kind of split in the middle there. Kami does get spotted in the center there. A nice crossfire from ZQT into Javi, and he's already low, and Origin's just like, we're going to execute on this. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right on in. And they're going to surround Joker completely here with Pafalupi getting around. And actually, Krish is going to be the focus fire target. In comes Dizzy and Bubba. I actually didn't see them when I zoomed out. And Origin is wasting no time. They're getting very aggressive, but Joker was able to get the quick clear on ZQT Storm, so the hit points are actually quite close right now. And Reaction's going to have the rear of Korra in a moment. And if YZY can get himself into the game quickly here, then it can still be pretty close. Origin didn't waste any time, but unfortunately they're still down on the HP. Cax facing his armor towards Bubba, gonna get picked off by Pafalupi there. Korra's gonna get picked off, but Yara's able to just completely farm the hell out of Reaction right now. Bubba's gonna chase him down as well, and they probably, yeah, actually they do double tap in there. I was gonna say Yara might not want to chase there and get his gun out of the game, but Origin's focus fire just so clean. It's a 5v5 at the moment. YZY gonna do his best to clean up on Pafalupi. Need to pen the shot, but he doesn't. Need to get that, of course, because the rest of Origin is going to be cleaning this up. Another miss from YZY. That's Panzer, one of NA's top players for sure, and he is unfortunately not doing well. That's a third shot missed on Pafalupi there. Unfortunate plays, and that is allowing Origin to start to bring things back, but finally the kill does happen. Wait, no! Paffy killed Panzer. That should never happen. I think Joker's still going to end up winning this game. It's a 4v2. Javi is quite low. Does get picked, but now it's a 3v1 with Yaro here. As long as Krish doesn't throw away his health here. This should be a win for Joker, but man, I was so focused on Panzer. That was very unfortunate for him, missing 3 shots and ending up getting killed by a tank that was on like 100 HP. That's a bit of a yikes there. Joker does win it regardless, though. They were able to hold on in the end game. Had a little bit more durable tanks to survive that. They do put themselves on the board. They're not out of it yet. Yeah, very nicely done. Krish on top again, 3.5. He's clearly a performer today. Yaro again top for Origin team, of course. He was the last alive, and he's in the 2 and 5B, but Panzer. I'm sorry, I have to do this to you. Where is Panzer? Panzer, you gotta pen your shots, brother. Come on, man. This is out of love. I know Panzer and I are homies, but come on, man. 3 missed shots, getting killed by Pafalupi there. Like, yes, you're in a 50M. It's not an easy pen, but you know, you got to do something, right? You had 3 chances. You know, 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Anyway, looks like tunnel's being put in for CAC. Okay, fair enough. I see the message from Jim. Streaming for tournaments is chill. Comes every season. Yeah, exactly. A lot of time off. Then I have to lock in for like, you know, a few weeks. But I still enjoy it, right? And it doesn't take too much energy out of me because I'm not doing it constantly all the time, right? When I used to stream every week, that got tiring. But now, you know, I can lock in when it's time. Then I have plenty of break in between. So I'm enjoying the current setup at the moment. I don't see myself changing anytime soon. Also, thanks to Rex for subbing on YouTube. Anyway, we can remove the dunce cap here from Mr. Panzer. Again, it is all out of love. Do not worry, guys. I am friends with most players in these top teams. Not like super tight with all of them, but I'm at least acquaintances with most. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into game number 4. Joker has a chance to equalize this. They're not out of it yet. Games 1 and 2 were definitely clear Origin wins. Although, of course, game 1 was pretty close. Game 2, not at all, but Joker did win a nice Game 3 there with a pretty even end game up until the end. But we will see what's cooking now. Only 3 MLEs for Joker this time around. Origin will keep 4. Joker's added another Super Conch. That's going to be Krish switching over to the Super Conch. Origin again going D here. Sorry, I shouldn't say again going D. The South Spawn team again going D. Joker's playing much more aggressively in the A-B side than Origin did last game. They've grabbed B and they're just going to drive right on through to A. Origin has a similar setup with their 2 tanks in the center, Paffy and Dizzy, doing what Javi did with his MLE partner last game, but Origin's not grabbing C. They're going to be baiting somehow. The rest of their team is flanking through the B side, trying to maybe catch something off guard on the B base, but Joker's completely backed off already, and maybe it's just time to set up a defense for them. It's not always the easiest. They're kind of boxed into the A corner a little bit. You can just kind of look at the minimap here and see, you know, they're all set up very close together, but they've given up most of the map to Origin, who kind of have them surrounded a little bit. It's now kind of like, can you crack the wall at all and breach the fortress? Javi's taken some damage, a little bit more than anyone else. A few tanks have been shot a little bit. Reaction taking a little bit of damage there from Cora, sneaking back there in the 2 and 5B. I didn't notice that Origin brought a second one, and he's in a very good firing lane right here, kind of out of trouble. But it looks like Javi's getting hit pretty hard here. He's not in a great position, unfortunately. And down to 1,000 HP. Origin's got a 2,400 HP lead here. And they should be ready to push soon. They don't want to delay too long. It's only 3 ticks, but Joker does have 2 bases. Origin has none, so you don't want to let it get out of hand too much. But yeah, the tanks from Origin flanking could cause problems from Joker, but it looks like Joker's going to swing a couple tanks around, maybe try to pick them off. They could push ZQT Storm, but Bubba's very nicely set up to support, and he's just going to take all those blades while the rest of Origin now pushes in. They've got the 2 and 5Bs. They've got the weak tanks in the center. Krish, who got bled out quite heavily. And Joker's just going to swing back to try to get these kills on ZQT and Bubba, but Bubba can just kite no problem. It's going to be very difficult for Joker to pick that off. They've already lost Krish here. They're going to lose Le Camino in a bit, and then after that, Origin can clearly push into the B cap. They will lose ZQT, but he's holding off 3 tanks on his own while Origin's able to push through like this. And the HP very clearly in Origin's favor. It's about 2,300, 2,500 now, give or take. Joker's not quite out of it yet, but it is a 7v5. Missed shot from Cora into reaction, but Yaro's there, and Akame allowing the double tap. Unfortunate, and I think Joker is pretty much at their end here. Crocodile Javi is going to go down. Will Bubba pen a shot? No, so it seems like maybe the 50M is pretty weak to the MLE, which is kind of what we saw last game with Panzer bouncing all those shots. Bubba seems to be bouncing them as well. Yeah, he's doing the same thing here. So maybe I should not have given Panzer his dunce cap, but Bubba's able to get the kill anyway, so he did something Panzer couldn't last game. But yeah, Origin cleaning this one up quite nicely. Tunnel does get the kill on Dizzy before going down, but that is unfortunately all for Origin in this set. Sorry, all for Joker in this set. Origin will take this one 3-1. And it is also interesting to note that half of the Joker team is previous Origin members. Tunnel, Group, and Panzer. They've all won a season on Origin before, at least one season. I think Panzer might have won 3 for Origin. I think Group won 1 or 2. Tunnel won 1 or 2. Maybe he won 3 as well, I'm not sure, but it is funny. Half of this is an Origin team. They all left for Joker. And Origin ends up winning 3-1, so very nicely done. Cora's having a very successful stream of his own, I'm sure. The winning POV. That's good stuff. But we're just going to go ahead and get right on into our next set. I am going to hide the screen as I go ahead and do that. Get everything set up here. But Origin will move on to the winner's side, Grand Finals, and we're going to see Ponda versus Joker on the loser's side. Tommy is in, I am in. We're both set to spectate both sides, so that's good. So now I will reset the scoreboard and get us all set. Ponda Joker. We will wait a minute to open the room. Black Goldville for games 1 and 2. Sagor, welcome to the stream. Voller, hello. Floof, Kemper. And yeah. As their offense, yeah, it happens. I think maybe it's just a weakness that the 50M has against the MLE. Maybe the 50Ms are running rammer and they don't have that extra pen that they need to get the lower plate of the MLE. I don't know. But Bubba did back up and pen his own shot, so who knows. Things happen, I suppose. But it is weird seeing Joker in the loser side. They're the defending champions. But Origin absolutely earned their win there, so nothing wrong with it at all. And now they get to chill out, prepare for the next set. And yeah. We can go ahead and show the room now. You got Joker Ponda. It is kind of awkward seeing a couple Origin players on the Ponda team. It was more awkward last game, you know, when there's Origin on both sides. It's kind of confusing, but it's all good. Ponda's got potentially a Kronvan on Black Goldville. It's a normal pick actually for Black Goldville, using it as like a B reset tank, so not terribly surprising. Don't know if an MLE can be used in the same position because it doesn't have as strong of a turret, and it's a little bit taller, so it's going to be harder to hide, but we'll see. Joker does seem to be using a lot of them at the moment, 5 of them with 2 Vicars, so they are bringing the Vicars back. I thought maybe after game 1 fiasco against those 50Ms, they would maybe switch to the 50M, but maybe they are valuing that extra mobility in the hash, so I can understand it at least. Ponda's going to have a Vicars of their own, double 2 and 5B though, and 4 MLEs. The 2 and 5B is a very good pick, and Joker hasn't really been running them a whole lot, but they worked very well for Origin. Of course, Yarrow very good in that tank. We will see if Arctic and Light can pull something off here. I believe Arctic might have played a season. Did he play a season for Origin? I don't remember. He may have. I know he played for Leverage for a bit. I'm actually going to check really quickly. Forget if he had a season for Origin. He played for Leverage. Yeah, he did. He did have a season for Origin. Did he win with them? No, this was a Joker win. But he also has Joker season. Okay, so he's played for Joker in the past as well. Forgot about that. I don't really know Arctic very well. This is the season they lost to Leverage. And did they lose to Leverage in this season as well? No, they beat Primo this season. Okay, so he has wins. He's a good player. Arctic. Former top 1. And he is now on the Ponda team. So he's a strong mechanical player. It must be, so makes sense that he's running the 2 and 5B. You have to have good mechanics to run that tank to pen your HE shots when you need to, because that's the advantage of running the tank. But they're also going to bring out a Super Conch, so a 3rd British Heavy. And again, the Vicars. But yeah, hopefully the mods have set up the prediction at this point, so you guys get your bets in. Ponda Joker. Some top EU players should come out of M&A. We do have some, actually. I think the Pincer team's going to have a few. Anyway, let's go ahead and introduce Black Goldville. And here we are with game number 1 of these guys. Joker said, yo, why'd you say Origin was shit? Must be some meme going on there that I don't understand. Black Goldville, a map where you can blind fire into the enemy spawn quite quickly. Both teams did try to do that. Some of it was cut off by the map intro. But they did go for some blind fires. None of them did hit. I think Javi just said low-key there, alright. after the 3-1. Yeah, so at least they're admitting, Orion's not a bad team. But I think they all knew that. Anyway, it looks like a couple of light tanks are getting hit a little bit in the opening game. Ooh, Arctic. Ranger bouncing that shot off of the light tank. But Joker's just going for an all-aggressive push into the caves here. And again, Kakady bleeding in the opening game. We saw this on on Lagoon. But now Kak's fine. It's his first season back in a bit. He hasn't been playing for a minute. Maybe he just needs to warm up a little bit. He needs to lock in. But at the moment, hit points are pretty close. Slight favor Ponda. The Joker's got a very nice setup where Panzer is all the way farming from the seaside. And it will presumably have some very good shots from over there. But Reaction's getting pushed by 2 and 5B right away. Might have to kite him out, but it looks like Panzer might go in for the 2v1. So this could be a little bit tricky for Light. And maybe Joker just needs to hold on the side while they take good care of him. Yeah, Light has unfortunately overextended a little bit here. Doesn't have much help from anybody. Mask, it looks like he's here. But yeah, Reaction and Panzer should be able to clean this up. No problem. He's on 275 HP. Does Ponda go for a counter push? Looks like Joker's actually keeping up the aggression anyway. Now that they've taken care of Light, they're going to get on the rear of Ranger there, who gets picked off. This should be now a good rotation onto Mask and Arctic. He's doing his best to farm in the 2 and 5B. That's what you have to do in the tank, but unfortunately, it's not easy for him to put many shots in. A low 280 roll there. Yeah, in come the Vickers to clean up on Mask. No, actually going for Steven first. And this is a clean Joker sweep. This could actually be a 7-0. Pafloopy going to put one in the tunnel. Well, they could get a kill there, but it looks like they probably won't get anything. And yeah, we're just going to see a clean sweep for game number 1. Joker clearly locked in after an unfortunate winners finals for them. Lower than their expectations. And they're going to take it out on Ponda with a clean game 1. Winning on both sides of the map there. I mean, Light kind of overextended, got doubled by the Vickers, but Ponda didn't execute elsewhere. Normally when you see a mismatch on one side of the map, that means it's time where you have the advantage on a different side of the map. But Ponda was not able to take advantage to do anything about it. Joker was very nicely set into the caves. And it worked out from there. Anyway, we'll move to game number 2. Also on Black Gold Vilda spawns will swap. Read in the chat. Wonder when there will be another team that has such long run like Joker and Origin. Yeah, it's been like 2 years, I think, since they've been battling for the top. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if either of them plan to quit anytime soon. Like, even when Tanner, who was the main Origin captain for the first year or so after he quit, I mean, Origin's still going under Korra now. So clearly, longevity is something that they're able to handle. They're still doing just as fine. They've won a season under Korra. They're now in the winners finals, or sorry, in the grand finals, having defeated Joker. So they're not struggling at all, despite the loss of Tanner. So it's pretty interesting, isn't it? But as for your comments on top of EU players do tend to play on NA. Last season, Origin had some EU players. This season, the Pincer team will. What light would I run now, 34? I think I wouldn't run a light, personally. I mean, I'm not in a position to, comment on how good these teams are with their lineups, because they're obviously all much better than me. But if I'm a light tank, right, I'm scared of those 50Ms, so I would probably be running a 50M. That's just my personal opinion. But I mean, both of these teams seem to want to run the Vickers, so it worked out quite well for Joker last game. They 2v1'd that 2 and 5e quite well in a way that I don't know if the E50Ms could have taken advantage of that in the same manner. Who knows? The Vickers does get that nice extra gun oppression and, pretty reasonably good DPM. Ooh, blind shot does hit Light there. Another blind shot hits Light. There we go. Did I hit you, Arc? Javi did not hit Arc, but you hit Light there. Okay, that's funny. Ranger put a nice one into Panzer to start off game number 2, but does receive a shot in return from reaction. Light's loader is dead, by the way, as well. Wait, hold on. He might have fixed his track and now his loader's dead. He just didn't have a second repair. Is his loader just dead for this game? That's hilarious, actually. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't feel like repairing it or something, but his loader's dead. You can see it on the left here. Kind of hard to tell with the background of this map being a similar color, but his loader is very much dead. And Joker is again going for a heavy caves push here. They've caught Ranger out. Ranger's stuck. If he drives a little bit this way, he gets hit by the Joker heavy tanks. He drives this way, he gets hit by Panzer, but no, he was able to get away unspotted. And Mask is here to at least get some vision and protect Ranger to get out, but he is low. Light obviously got hit in the early game. And Joker's doing a really good setup again, where they just put one light tank in the back, one of them over on the C side, where there's really nobody from Ponda at all. Arctic is stepping B, and I would think that could be an opportunity for Joker to push A, but they're not going to do that. Instead, they're just going to cap the base and rotate back with Javi and Group to deal with this. Arctic is still being reset by reaction. If you're reaction, you probably don't want to take another hit. Unfortunately, he does take one. I believe that might have been Ranger. So he is down to 1000 HP. Arctic is still getting reset, though. Who is stopping him from getting the base now, though? I don't think anyone can. Finally, he will get B, but Joker is already up by 80 cap points. Now, what do you do if you're a Joker here? It looks like they were rotating back, maybe to help out on C, but instead, Javi and Group are in the middle with B. The double lights are going to push Ranger, though. They've caught Ranger, and Ponda doesn't have a way to support him. And again, since there's a 2v1 over here, you would think that elsewhere, Ponda has an opportunity to take a push, and they are realizing that now. They are going in on Tunnel and Kami with a 2v3, and Light does have his crew back, so in theory, Ponda should be okay here to take this, but they have lost Ranger, so they are down a gun. Oh, sorry, I can't see this through that like I thought I could. Looking back at the other side, though, they get the kill on Arctic. Look at the HP on all of the on all of the Joker tanks. With the exception of, you know, Kami, who just died, everyone's pretty close in the HP. They've been HP sharing. No one's crazy high, no one's crazy low. Obviously now Tunnel is alone against 3 Ponda tanks. But the HP sharing has been very effective for this team. And they'll be able to get the kill on Steve here, no problem, in just a minute. Same with Mask. Looks like the double Vigors worked out quite well for Joker. They were able to isolate Ranger and just kind of work from there. Ponda was able to push into the caves. They're not quite out of it yet. It is a 5v5. The hit points are actually in Ponda's favor. I thought that things were looking advantageous for Joker, but they weren't able to get the kill on Steven, which they definitely should have. Ponda could actually bring this back here. They're now up about 500 HP. Mask does fall, though. They're down a tank, and Reaction should be able to start pumping some damage in here. Nice shot cross map there from Panzer. Reaction should look for this kill. No, we get Steven first. Now we'll get Pafalupi. And yeah, Joker does clean up this game, although it was a little bit closer in the end than I thought it was going to be. Most of the HP on the Ponda team was just skips, and Joker just kind of ignored him and dealt with everyone else. So they cleaned up nicely. It was a 5v5, and then they didn't drop a single tank after that. So, good game 2 for them as well. Double Vicker seems to be working out quite well. Better than I thought, but I mean, these teams know better than me, so I shouldn't be that surprised. I am not trying to claim that I know more than these teams. I'm not like Driddles, who says, oh, I'm better than players even on the Joker team, or, you know, thinks that he knows better, I guess, in the meta. As well, he may be right in some opinions, of course. You have to defer to the fact that the pros are the ones playing. They're the ones that made it this far, and it's working for them, so I'm willing to accept that. We'll move on to Faust for games 3 and 4. We'll get that all set up here. And Ponda is on the verge of elimination. The loser of the set does get taken out in 3rd place. Ponda will make a sub. We got Flumo in, Apex member, rep the clan, playing on the Ponda team. Again, this is not a clan-bound tournament. It just happens to be that most of the good teams are aligned for a single clan. No, they sit Flumo right back out as soon as I say that. Not rep Apex, it's more like rip Apex. But they're keeping the Vickers. They keep the 2 and 5 beat. It's going to be light. And then 5 MLEs. Simple lineup. Joker, basically identical. They just swap out an MLE for a Super Conk. Fair enough. Fair enough. $30 seconds left until... Sorry, 20 seconds left until potentially the last game of the set. Let's see if Ponda can get on the scoreboard here. We're not out of it, of course. But Joker's not an easy team to beat, and this is like Joker's starting roster. I have no idea if this is Ponda's starting roster for competitive, because they are not all in the same clan. Anyway, let's introduce Faust. Here is game 3. Faust as the map. Both teams headed more towards A. Ponda's setting a couple up in the middle, it looks like. Something sneaky here for Paffy and Steven. This is not the real Paffy, this is Sherman. They're going to be trying to cover the under here. Maybe if Reaction tries to leave, they'll have nukes on him. Possible? He's not backing up though. He spots, and now he's going to drive away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. 1, 2. Bang, that hurts. He's able to put in a shot and a run, but he's got some good bleeds on Reaction in the opening game. Very nice. Skip's taking some hits, though, and Ponda only has 3 tanks committed to the corner. Joker has 5. Reaction taking another hit, though, from Light. Krish getting nuked as well. Ponda's looking good here. They've got a 2 HP lead, or 2k HP lead. They just lost it all. Tunnel missing that shot. Ponda's not out of it, though. Although the HP did get brought right on back. They can get the kill on a Reaction and Krish here, and then support their team in time. Things would look very good for them. But Xenon's been hit very hard. Ponda hasn't really focused a tank in the corner here very well at all, to be honest. Tunnel is getting hit now, but Skips is completely bailed. He's dead now, too. Yeah, the opening was good for Ponda, but they weren't able to focus anything in this corner. And, they just got completely shoved by the Joker tanks. Well, Ponda did kill Reaction, and they are about to kill Krish here. I don't doubt that Ranger's about to get this pick. There's really not much else for them to do here. Joker's got all these tanks into Arctic, who is now on fire. He will die. And then it will be a 5v4. And Paffy's quite low. There's no easy target here if you are Ponda. You're going to try to sneak the kill on Tunnel, but you're just not going to find it, and he's just going to bail. And here we go. Joker just cleaning this one up quite nicely. They'll get the kill on Steven in just a minute. Not going for the ram kill there. Quite disappointed about that, but Kak will take this kill. If you're looking for the kill on Tunnel, not going to find it though. And yeah, that's game here. Ranger's going to hunt him down instead. Which is fair. I mean, I guess it's all you can do if he ends up picking him off, but unfortunately, this is the end of Ponda's run in the arena competition. Congrats to them on making 3rd place. Unfortunately, not able to do much against this very strong Joker team, but I'm sure they can't be too disappointed with a top 3 finish. Ranger turns around, goes backwards. Someone missed a shot. And, Javi says, die so I can slam on my rejects, please. That's crazy. He's talking his talk. Which I can appreciate the humor that comes out of it. You know, I don't think he is ill-intentioned with his talk. I just think that's his personality, which is pretty funny. Anyway, we're gonna be seeing our Joker Origin rematch here. Congrats to Joker on defeating Ponda with a quick 3-0. And I will go back to hiding the room so we can get things set up for the rematch here. Tommy's in, I'm in, we're both in free cam. Perfect. So I will update the message in esports. I'm going to delete this message. Okay, so sent the message, we're good, and now we'll get the scoreboard set up. And again, this is the last set. This is grand finals. This is going to be a best of 7. 7 games here, if it goes all the way to tiebreaker. The way that Origin was playing the upper final set, it may not go to all 7 games. They could definitely kick some ass here, but of course, Joker has now nice and warmed up after Ponda. Of course, Origin is well rested after their time off, but we'll see how it goes, I suppose. Nice stream. Thank you, Tyler. Welcome to the stream. But Hellas is going to be the very first map here, it looks like. 30 seconds until I can show the room. Sorry, just check in, making sure I'm not missing anything. No messages from Tommy. Nothing in the streaming Discord. We are all good. Alright, let's go ahead and show the room. And here we are. Origin Joker, the rematch. Part 2. Hellas, again, the first map. Both teams are still picking their lineups. We're seeing like a 140, 62, or 200. I'm guessing Origin was just practicing their brawls or something. I doubt we're going to be seeing very many of these tanks. 62 is not in a very great spot right now in the current meta. 140, on paper it's good with the DPM, but in practice it can kind of just get folded very quickly, and it doesn't hit very hard with 300 alpha. Which I kind of think the same applies to the Vickers, but the Vickers gets hash and extra mobility and good oppression, so you can kind of work around it a little bit easier. But anyway, these teams are taking their sweet time picking their lineups, so we can just continue reading chat. There isn't a whole lot to read. What's up, Meep? That Ranger was an Origin or a different Ranger. It looks like he moved to Ponda. I'm guessing he got cut from the Origin team, is my guess. And he's in Ponda now. So yeah, I mean, he moves around. He's been in Ponda before as well. He's played out of both teams. He's played out of many teams. But, you know, every season there are some moves that are made. It kind of happens. Like Pafalupi. He was in Joker last season, now he's in Origin. So just yours to stream laggy. What's up, TJ? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. It looks like it's okay on my end. I see pretty much no streams dropped at all. So I think unfortunately it might be you, but not 100% sure. It doesn't look like any of my frames have dropped though, so it is what it is. Anyway, taking a look at lineups, it looks like they're starting to pick them out. Similar tanks to before, Origin's running less MLEs on Hellas than they have on other maps, instead adding in some more of those British heavies. Double Super Conk, double 50M, and the 2 and 5B. Now Joker seems to maybe understand the importance of 2 and 5B. They're running at least 3 of them this game. Maybe they're switching up. The mouse making a comeback. Okay, okay. Triple mouse? You don't see that. You don't see that very often. But the tank's got reasonably okay DPM. It is, of course, extremely durable. Doesn't need reactive to be durable. And yeah, Joker's got something very interesting cooked up for game 1. I guess we're about to see it, but let's go ahead and introduce our map, Hellas. Alright. Joker Origin rematch. This is Grand Finals best of 7. We're going to do 2 Battle Pass giveaways after the stream. Those are only going to be in the Twitch chat. So right now, make sure that by the end of the set, you guys are in the Twitch chat if you want to win a Battle Pass. You can either choose for it to be in October or November. That's up to you. Anyway, we'll go ahead and lock in with the set. Origin quickly going to spot in the middle with those 50 Ms. Look at the mouse, by the way. We've got one of them going all the way over to the C side, which is super interesting to see. You've got... Interesting. So the other ones, we got one in the middle, one all the way over at B. No one from Origin's grabbing any bases. They're pretty heavily set up at C at the moment. And if they do decide to push through, they are going to find Kami and Javi, which will be quick kills for them. Also, good opening bleeds on group. Joker does take the B base. The thing is, they're completely split. They've got a mouse all the way in A. They've got a mouse all the way in A, B. They've got a mouse all the way in C. They're both spotted. Origin knows where pretty much everyone on the Joker team is. So the question is, how are they going to crack this fortress now? Lots of bleeds onto the Origin team. Or sorry, from the Origin team onto Joker, but they still have the HP lead by virtue of those triple mouse. But the HP is pretty close. Cac is getting bled pretty hard, though. Dizzy doing a pretty good job in that 50M all the way back there. He's having a pretty good night tonight. Finally, Origin does end up grabbing C, but they are down over 100 cap points. Another shot from Dizzy into Cac. He is hitting his shells, playing very well. His mouse, you know, you don't usually expect to be getting penned very easily, but Dizzy doing quite well there. Origin's very far forward on C. They're about ready to push it as well. They will need to make a push at some point. But they might rotate back and do it on Cac. He is low. They're sending Bubba back. Might try to see if they can 2v1 him. The problem, though, reaction is helping out. He's not yet spotted. Origin is not yet aware of it. And in comes Dizzy. Puts another shot in. He is having no problems penning Cac at all. Reaction is now spotted as well, though. But Origin's sending 3 tanks in here. Yarrow finally getting spotted himself. And yeah, they've caught Cac. Cac is caught. What does Joker do elsewhere? Tunnel and Panzer kind of in the middle, not doing a whole lot. Origin has the advantage in the C side, and what does Joker do? They're all kind of set up in the middle with their mouse. What's their plan? It's not very clear to me what their next moment of action is. They're going to try to go for Yarrow here with a little bit of a 3v3, but the E50Ms from Origin are pretty healthy here. They do pick up Yarrow, though. Bubba is going to try to put in some shots from up top. Tunnel's going to be below half HP with that. Dizzy's just going to try to run around and kite. But Origin is going for a full push here. Kami's in a nice sneaky position. Those mouse are just going to hold on as long as they can. Bubba's going to clear out the area. And so will Dizzy, actually. And now these 2 and 5Bs from Joker, there's 3 of them. They're all going to be kind of out of the fight, whereas Origin is able to rotate with those 50Ms. That is the nice thing about having those 2 tanks in there, is they could completely leave, just completely vacate the area and totally dominate on this side of the map, whereas, again, all of those 2 and 5Bs from Joker are not really doing a whole lot at the moment and allowing Origin to just completely destroy the C side of the map. And now it's just straight up a 6v3. Joker doesn't have an easy kill here on anybody. Origin can just rotate directly to Reaction, who is now perma-tracked, by the way. He is not going to be having a very good time here. Yep, tracked again by Bubba. Very nice shot. Dizzy putting another tracking shot in. You've got top-level comp players here, guys. They're not going to be missing those shots. That's for certain. And yeah, 6v2. I thought it was an interesting lineup by Joker. I wasn't sure what they were going to be doing, but putting Mouse in the middle is very awkward. Those 2 and 5Bs were unfortunately not able to clean up on AB because all Origin had to do was rotate out. Bubba trying to jump on Panzer ended up taking a lot more damage, but no matter. Origin ends up winning it on the cap. Not that the cap would have decided this game. You know, if it was in Joker's favor, Origin would have had no problems bringing it back. But yeah, clean game 1 for Origin there. Good rotations from those 50Ms. That was really nice. And they had no problems just winning on the C side of the map. This very awkward non-committal strategy from Joker. And huge shout out to Dizzy, by the way. Penning basically every single shot on Cac. for a medium to do that against a mouse is actually very impressive. I'm very impressed with being able to hit all those shots. There's not many players that can do that. So, good stuff. That was just game 1, guys. We've got a long set ahead of us here, but if Origin's able to play as cleanly as they have been, maybe this won't be that long of a set after all. A lot of FPS drop in game. I'm not having any issues. I'm not noticing a whole lot. I am noticing a couple frame drops in the stream, but it overall seems to be in pretty good health, so I'm not sure. Oh, am I getting pinged? Oh. Okay. Anyway, game number 2. Joker's not messing around with her lineup anymore. It was an interesting one, but didn't quite work out for them. They'll go back to their standard MLEs, 50M. They do have a 200 this time, so 3 mobility tanks, 4 MLEs. Origin keeping the 2-5B this time. Yaro's been a monster in it. I don't see that changing. But they're adding a couple more of their MLEs. Okay. So, standard tank lineups here. This is a really weird, like, set of tanks to see as meta. But, I mean, it makes sense given all of the buffs that have happened. Most of them have reactive armor and everything. Origin needs to ready up, though. There we go. Game number 2 on Hellas, about to begin. Checking stream quality. It seems like it's been pretty fine. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the TJ. Maybe there are a couple frame drops here and there, it looks like, but overall stream health has been excellent according to my software, so I don't know. Very weird, very weird. I guess we'll see in the VOD if there were any big moments. Maybe there were a couple here or there. Because right now OBS is telling me I've only lost 0.1% of the frames transmitted for the entirety of the stream, so I don't know. Anyway, Joker's doing another interesting play here. They're going to be tripling into A, B, and tripling through the center as well. Origin's full committing towards C. Reaction will have no problems getting out of there, but they found Bubba here. Triple tapping him with those MLEs and income group, YZY and Javi, to get a very quick kill. And this game's a 7 versus 6 here. The question is Origin going to be able to counterpush anywhere? Not really. Joker's pretty much entirely unified here. There's a very quick push. They've caught Yaro. They've tracked him. He has nowhere else to go. He's got his double consumables you can see already, but Joker just needs to keep tracking him, which they will do. Again, the perma-tracking super important. And this one's a Joker sweep here, guys. The HP is only 2,000 apart right now. Nothing crazy yet, but it's a 7 versus 5. That gun difference is now massive. ZQT Storm going to get instantly nuked. And while Tunnel will likely go down here, all of Joker's guns are in the game at the moment. Literally everybody. Reaction's able to farm from a distance. YZY is able to farm from a distance. Group is just 1v1ing up top against Dizzy. Yeah, this one's a sweep for Joker. And just like that, they're back in it. Game 1. A little creative, a little messy. But game 2, they're not messing around at all. Sweet push through the center and through A. They double pinched onto Bubba. And from there, no problems. Yara was not able to get himself out in time. And just like that, you've got game 2 going to Joker. Love how Group has been 1v1ing Dizzy this whole time, but even now, when it comes to focus fire, he's turning away from Dizzy. It shows the discipline that these Joker players have. Very nicely done. And yeah, that's a 7-0 sweep in game number 2. Absolutely insane that we're seeing this kind of stuff happening in Grand Finals for the tournament. And just like that, it's 1-1. What's up, Aromatica? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you, man. Hope you're well. Speaking of massively crazy to see Eastern Hearts to the 128, that tank is solid in pubs. I don't know how well it'll be in tournament, but it is interesting. I just don't see why I'd use an E100 over a Mouse, because Mouse doesn't quite have the same DPM, but if you're playing a DPM heavy, you're not playing one of those tanks in the first place, right? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll see something. Also, sit down. Welcome to the stream. Game 3, we're going to be moving to Mayan Ruins. I'll get that all set up here. And we saw a little bit of this map yesterday, but neither of these teams. From my stream, at least. see how the other streams are doing. Looks like, yeah, Tommy's doing pretty well. Cora's doing pretty well. Good stuff. Of course, we got both the Twitch and the YouTube going at the same time. So if you guys are not aware, I stream both on YouTube and Twitch. So make sure if you are subbed on one, you'll check me out on the other. Would be appreciated. We are doing the giveaway at the end of the stream in the Twitch chat only. Anyway, looking at the tanks. Standard. Nothing surprising here. I don't have to break down the lineups every game. But it does look like Joker is going back to the 2 and 5Bs, which they've been very on and off about. They did use a few of them in game 1, which didn't work out, but we'll see what they're doing here on my end. Alright, here we are, game 3. Looks like Joker a little bit more committed towards the C corner, but an interesting pathing they're doing with those 50Ms. Are they just going to be sweeping behind Bubba here? Yes, they are. They found Bubba. They've got him in the back. For some reason, Reaction not giving much room for Krish, but there's Yarrow, big shot into him, and all of Origin coming from behind. Reaction not quite realizing that in time. He is having a very unfortunate start to the game. He will go down quite quickly. They're just going to put some shots into Yarrow before falling. I like the idea from Joker, but Reaction didn't allow Krish to drive through and then just took all these hits from the back. Very unfortunate timing there. And Origin just gets a free kill to start out the game there, up by about 2,000 HP, a little bit more. And up a tank, of course. Now it's even, but still the HP difference remains. Tunnel's going to try to put work into Yarrow. There is a little bit of a 2v1 going on there, but that also means that there's a mismatch over on this side of the map. And actually, Origin is going to bring ZQT Storm to help out here against Tunnel. Yarrow will go down, so tank advantage briefly for Joker, but the HP still in favor of Origin. And it's not going to be very easy for Joker to get those extra guns into the game. Tunnel's all the way down there. He'll be able to shoot Dizzy, but Krish is all the way back there. He won't have anything going on. Although, I will say Joker is starting to bring the HP back, and they do get the kill on Dizzy as well, so they will keep the tank advantage, make that 2 tank advantage. They have a lot of low HP targets, though. It's not clear if Origin's going to get the kill on any, though. Pafloopy can't kill Tunnel. ZQT Storm not looking for the kill on Tunnel for some reason. Instead, they focus down group, so I suppose that makes sense. Now he can get the kill here where it matters. But still lots of HP for the Joker team, who are able to get the kill here. I was worried about their guns not being able to get into the game, but it looks like between Kami and Kak, they were just fine. And in fact, Tunnel was still able to put shots in despite being, as low as he was. Kak should be able to have this kill here. Now Krish gonna help protect it here. And game number 3 actually goes to Joker as well. Was very nervous with that start. Reaction's pathing was very unfortunate. I think if you're a Reaction, you just have to keep driving forward. For one, allow Krish through. And number 2, it's better to expose yourself to the 2 and 5B on the side rather than all of the other tanks that were right behind you, right? It's about minimizing the tanks that are shooting at you. But despite that, Joker was able to clean up. Kami on top at 3.8k. He made his tank work quite well, and no one from Origin really had good shots to put into him. So, clean. In the end there, I should say it was clean. At the beginning, it was not very clean, but, things happen, mistakes happen, but Joker rebounded quite quickly, and that was like a 2.5 minute, 3 minute game. It was very quick. What spawns will swap on Lion. We'll see if there are any big lineup changes, but it doesn't look like it. Sup 30 PK, welcome to the stream, hope you're well. Hello, hello. Joker, yeah, they're still picking their lineups. Interesting. I wonder what's going on with them. Yeah, they've got some unique stuff cooking, maybe. Lots of 2 and 5Bs, similar to game number 1, but that didn't work out too well for them. T100 this time for a Joker now. Okay, no, their lineup's not crazy at all. In fact, lineups are identical for both sides other than the 50M for the T100. But here we are, game 4. Let's get it. This isn't the end for either team. This is a best of 7. So, even if Joker wins this, it'll be 3-1. It's still going to be, you know, more games until the set ends. But I would like to see Origin equalize here so we can have a very close set all the way through. I love to see games go all the way to the wire. And we will see how game number 4 goes. Reaction doing another quick opening. This time not driving all the way under and through, instead just going to go to the center bush, which is a pretty common place to drive in pubs. He's going to want to back out quite quickly, though. He finds all those Origin tanks. None of them are able to react in time to put a shot in, though. So, good stuff from Reaction, gets good info for the team. Origin will take the cap lead, though, immediately stepping onto C. Joker's going to hesitate a little bit before grabbing A or B. They don't know if there's anyone here from Origin sneaking around. Likely not, but they're still going to be a little bit more careful with it. Now, a sneaky position from Krish here, looking to trap anything coming through C, kind of rotating back all the way to Joker's spawn. He's not going to find anything, though, and in the end, we are going to be seeing the A grab from Joker. They didn't have to rush it because they knew, you know, as long as, you know, Origin has the cap lead, it doesn't really matter when Joker grabs A back, as long as it just doesn't take way too long. And they've kept the points within 80, which is like the critical number, so things are just fine for Joker. No big deal there. And they're going to sit tunnel here to kind of have this lane of vision. So Joker does have pretty good vision between Krish's position and tunnels. But really doesn't matter too much for Origin, right? You have the cap lead. You don't have to make a big move. So it's going to be up to Joker, in particular Reaction in the T100 LT, kind of finding out where Origin is, seeing how much information he can gather before Joker decides to make a move. And at the moment, Origin has rotated all the way back to their own spawn. They are very much poised to counter push into A if they need to do so. It's not always an easy thing to do because that's a very long firing lane that YZY, aka Panzer, has set up here. But it's still very doable. It's very easily achievable from Origin here with all the tanks that they have set up. Now, what is Joker's play here? Looks like they are rotating back. They'll keep Panzer here for the time being. He should spot Korra eventually. No contact has been made in the middle quite yet, but Krish has found Bubba. And here we go. We are about to have first contact. There we go. 2v2 in the corner. Effie's taking a couple hits. Origin missing both of theirs on Group and Javi, who still remain full HP the entire Joker team. It looks like they're going to counter push Korra now. And Origin isn't prepared for that. They are set up on B. They're going to win this B encounter. Group drove too far forward, and now he's got a Kame ZQT on his side. So an overextension there, but Joker will have Korra, no problem. Question is, can they kill Bubba as well? Where'd Bubba go? Bubba ran. So Joker will take C, but now Krish is very far away. And Joker's going to be able to counter with the 2 and 5B MLE to bring themselves into the fight, though. Still going to be down a tank, though. But ZQT's backing himself into a position where Krish and Reaction can help out. And I like how Joker's actually pivoting to ZQT now. Javi and Tunnel are still going to be holding back this side, and they've got good bleeds into Paffy and Dizzy here. Joker will keep the tank advantage, but they are about to lose Javi. Bubba will have a good shot into the rear there. Now, Joker needs to finish a Kame quite quickly before rejoining the rest of their team, because if not, Tunnel's about to go down quite quickly. Joker did have all 3 cap points for a moment, though, and Bubba is going to stop the A base. But even after they get the kill on Tunnel here, they will lose a Kame, and it will still remain a 5v5, or sorry, a 4v4, even tanks, but Pafalupi is going to be incredibly low. Kame's looking for a shot on Reaction, does end up getting it. Now the question is, can Joker absorb this push? Kami's taking big hits. Bubba's looking for the kill, gets it. Tank advantage for Origin. Pafalupi's running, though. He's really not in the fight at all. But it is a 4v2. So effectively a 3v2 plus Pafalupi, who's going to re-loop around. I think Origin's got this one in the bag. They're stopping the B base, so caps are not going to be an issue for them anymore. They'll have the kill on Panzer. Dizzy's going to stop B, of course. As long as they can keep their tanks alive. Krish going to look for a kill on Dizzy. Doesn't get it, though. Maybe Yarrow gun blocked. Didn't quite see it. Should have maybe zoomed in a little bit more. But Dizzy survives. And unfortunately for Joker, not able to hold on to this one. Origin's going to clean up in the end game very nicely. Their push into A and through the middle did end up working. I liked the idea from Joker to pivot through to the center. I think their main issue was that they had Krish all the way over in the C corner. That's a heavy tank that literally had to drive all the way around the map to get himself into the fight, and he just wasn't able to use his HP until it was far too late. Yarrow again farming for his life. 2 and 5B, if you just let that gun sing, it is going to work wonders. Yarrow absolutely destroying there. They'll even up the set. 2 games apiece. We move on to Ghost Factory for games 5 and 6. And we've got a set on our hands, y'all. It's looking good, looking good. Joker's making some subs. Yeah, Origin is looking very good with their pushes. I mean, this is a very push-heavy meta, I think. Between the 50Ms and the MLEs just having so much mobility with the reactive, it's very clear that this is an aggressive meta, and I actually kind of like it. I don't really like the idea of super consumables kind of determining what becomes meta, but, you know, you just have to kind of accept it for what it is. But in terms of lineups, nothing insane here. I guess we do have a 50B. First time that we're seeing a 50B on this stream, if he does actually run it. Which seems like maybe Cora is going to run it. Not sure if they're going to keep 2. It seems like they like putting Yarrow into the farmer tank. But no, it seems Origin, Cora wants to run the 50B for himself. Anyway, here is Ghost Factory for games 5 and 6. Alright, and again we're tied 2 games apiece. First to 4 wins is going to take it. Both teams are going to be rocking a C-D-B area push, so we're going to be seeing lots of fighting in the factory and potentially in the D corner. Cora's going to split off on his zone in the 50B. Of course, that's a tank that you want to let farm. It's kind of similar to the 2 and 5B, and like, you don't want it to be a frontliner, you want it just to be able to secondary everything. But it looks like most of Joker has been detected in the center here. Are they going to go for some sort of sneaky push in the middle? What's their play here? It's not easy to kind of see with the factory and all, but looks like both teams are putting tanks into the corner. Joker's just kind of looking for crossfires here, and they do hit Bubba, who definitely overpeaked a little bit. That's going to be giving an opportunity for Joker to just push right through. The team is going to try to HP share for Bubba here, so he's going to do his best to stay alive, but it doesn't matter. Tunnel's already gotten around the rear. Joker's just not going to be able... They're not going to be able to stop Joker is what I was trying to say. Now, Cora did get all the way around to Javi there. He did put in his full clip, and we are seeing a nice brawl here. Cora is going to go for that reload, though, and Javi doesn't really have a good way of getting his gun in the game. He'll put another shot into Akame there. Akame, is he looking for a shot there? Not entirely clear. But Joker does also seem to be winning the brawl on the inside as well. They lose Kakady, though, and they are going to be losing Javi quite soon. Paffy's pushing him, and now Cora is going to be in a nice position with the 50B to kind of clean up in this corner as well. Krish puts in another shot. Cora misses his, though, and he does lose ZQT Storm as well as Akame. And after this, he's going to be on his very long reload. Kami's going to be able to clean him up, no problem. Joker does have the 2-tank advantage into this endgame. And it's basically 3 tanks with Cora being on his reload. Yeah, now he's dead. And Javi's still somehow able to end up alive here. Origin didn't quite look to him for kills. They're shooting Kami into reaction instead for some reason. And it's a 5v1 now. The unfortunate thing about that 50B is that long reload, but I didn't really get to see what happened too well in the factory here. It's kind of hard to watch from a free cam perspective with all of the, you know, stuff in the way. But Joker did end up winning the brawl in the factory as well as those cross shots into Bubba, which prompted them to push the outside. So Bubba unfortunately peeking a little bit too far there, and that really prompted the whole Joker push, which ended up working out quite well. So good stuff there. I'm sure Cora was able to put in his clip and do well on damage, but unfortunately it wasn't like enough to be like a supporting team member for what they needed to do, which is win that brawl in the factory or in the corner, of which Cora supported neither. It was just kind of getting damage in at the end, which wasn't really able to work out. Kami on top with 4.2k. Very nice. That tank does also have good like HE. Similar to the Toon 5B. The Toon 5B's got a better gun overall, but the Super Honker can still do similar numbers if you leave it unchecked. Plus it has the ability of having reactive and the extra gun depression. Problem is, yeah, the gun's just not quite as heavy hitting as the Toon 5Bs. But now all of a sudden, after a very messy start for Joker, they are now poised to take the win here. One more game will do it. Cora's gotta cook something up here for Origin to stay alive as they are on their elimination game. Question is, will they be able to force the tiebreaker? As that will determine everything here. This Joker's one game away. And again, the winner of this set wins the arena competition. Forgot to switch back to this perspective. But no mobility for Joker this time around. Respectable, same as last game, I believe. I don't think they ran any mobility, but Origin's going to run a T100 now. So I do like how we're seeing a lot of different mobility tanks being used this season. Normally it's just one. Last season it was pretty much exclusively Bat Chat, but this time around we're seeing T100, we're seeing Vickers, we're seeing 50M. I think it's good to have a more diverse mobility. Even if there is, of course, still always, you know, your spam heavies. This season being the MLE, previous seasons being like VK72, Type 71 in the past, Kron in the past, 60 TP. Every season has their spam heavy. Last season it wasn't even a spam heavy, it was like the spam 113 GFT, which is like a heavy role-playing tank. But this season, you know, at least our mobility is a little bit more diverse than just Bat Chats. Anyway, again, both teams primarily going towards the factory side of things. Joker's kind of slowing down their approach a little bit. No, it's just because they're driving uphill. Never mind. Okay. I'm a dummy. Bring a Kronvon this time around. First time we're seeing one today. It's a good tank, though. Great tank. Krish taking the corner alone. The Origin's got a similar setup, but look at the bleeds on Yarrow. Yarrow getting completely nuked in the crossfire. If you're Krish and Kami, you're just pushing this, right? Easy push. Huge bleeds there from Joker into Origin, and Cora's flanking all the way around yet again. Doesn't really give much help into the factory, and I think Dizzy's getting triple teamed here, it looks like. They're barely even looking at Dizzy. The group's looking at Dizzy, but the other tanks, okay, they are turning around for Dizzy here. But you just want to hold this fight here in the corner. And Joker does have those triple tanks that they can push onto Yarrow. Bubba's actually doing a very good job at supporting, and Akami's actually around to get the kill on Krish. So Joker, despite getting those quick bleeds onto Yarrow, end up losing this fight and having to bring Javi and Reaction into the fight, which allows Origin to rotate back onto Group and CAC, and Cora can support that actually quite well. It's still quite close, 5 versus 5. There's the kill in ZQT Storm, so Joker have the tank advantage now, but Cora's going to be able to help clean up against Cackety right here, no problem. I don't think he's going to be able to get the kill on Dizzy here. I'll put one more shot in, not even able to pen it. And yeah, that should be kill on Cack. There you go, 4v4 here. Dizzy does have a dead driver. He's going to be challenged to get back into the fight, though. Javi's kind of low, but he's not the focus target at the moment. They're looking at Kami. Pafloopy has his rear, but Paffy's getting double farmed himself. Actually, triple farmed. Reaction putting in a nice shot there, but in comes Cora to help with Javi. In good transition of target from Kami all the way over to Javi. And Origin are actually cleaning up the endgame quite nicely here. It is now a 4v2, where things were starting to get a little bit dubious for the team, but the ability to kind of change targets very quickly, that really suited Origin well. And they did an excellent job cleaning up this game, and we're actually going to get right into a tiebreaker game, y'all. Origin do win Game 6. These teams are going back and forth and back and forth. And in the end, it comes down to a game number 7. Group trying to get the killer, not quite rolling high enough. Although I don't know if he would have possibly been able to roll high enough. But there we go, guys. Game 7. It all comes down to this. And I see 10 gift subs from Andy. Andy, thank you so much. You are always so generous here. Really appreciate it, Andy. 10 gift subs. Everyone who got one. Ranger, Frybench, Akame, Breeze, Flop, LTG, Fawad, Mojo, Nebo, Shizumi. Please make sure to thank Andy. Andy's always very generous on my channel, and I really appreciate it. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. As much as I would love to dwell on this, thank you again for the 10 gifted. We got to lock in, guys. It is the very last game of NA's arena competition. This is a great moment to hype us all up, right? The 10 gift subs right before Game 7. Of course, I think you guys are seeing it 3 minutes later, right? So you'll have already known about it. But it all comes down to Naval. We set up the Naval map intro. And Origin's got south, Joker's got north. Relatively symmetrical map. There are a couple differences. I wouldn't necessarily say one spawn's way better than the other. But it all comes down to Game 7, and we'll see if there's any creativity here, if teams are going to be sticking to their guns. It looks like Joker's running a Foch. So, I guess we'll see. Origin seems to be sticking to tried and true, but who's going to win arena competition? We're about to find out. And this is just a pretty good introduction to what the rest of the season's going to look like, right? These two teams, of course, we always expect them to be on top, but it is always great to get the extra content of these two teams fighting against each other, because they're like NA's longest standing rivalry at this point. Like, there used to be, you know, Pinsir, Pramo, Rain, all of that stuff going on, but past 3 years or so, it's just been Joker Origin. So excited to see it, y'all. It all comes down to Game 7. Let's introduce our final map of the day, Naval Frontier. All right, guys. Game 7. It all comes down to this. Interesting lineup from both teams. We've got T100. And actually, nah. I was excited to see the Foch. I was looking for it. Joker's not running that Foch anymore. Panzer going for hyper-aggressive opening, though. Spotting pretty much everyone from Origin who are going for a hyper-aggressive opening of their own through the middle. Both teams are doing something crazy at the start. We are seeing Panzer get spotted up top, though. He's kind of stuck. Bubba's up here, but Joker is going to bail him out with two 2-and-5Bs. And we've got a very aggressive opening on our hands. Are they going to push Bubba up top here? It seems like they may do that. That kite may allow for Origin to pick up Kak and Group here. I guess Kak's in a bit of a 1v1, so he's not in immediate danger, but Group's going to get picked off very quickly. And Joker has to definitely help out. They are going to send Kami back for ZQT Storm. The double light tanks are all on Bubba here. Sorry, it's not a double light tank. It's a 2-and-5B in the light tank. They're going to pick him off quickly. The question is the rest of the team going to be able to hold on in time? Group is getting picked off quite quickly here. ZQT Storm's getting farmed out. Javi is actually transitioning off of Dizzy, hoping that Reaction can win that 1v1 to help out with ZQT Storm, putting in those extra shots. This is a very fast game, guys, but it's 6v4 already. Joker have managed to get the key kills. Now it's just a matter of getting their guns back into the game, because Panzer, Tunnel are both out of it. Reaction's going to get picked off, no problem, but at the same time, Joker's picked off Korra. They're going to have Paflupi here in a minute as well. The hit points are still pretty close, but it's 6 guns to 3 at the moment. And Paflupi looking for that shot into Kaki, not able to find it. I don't know if Origin's going to have enough left in the tank after getting the kill and a reaction here. Paffy goes down. It's a 5v2. I don't think they have enough guns left in it. I think Joker is going to take this one. quick 2-minute game here. Both teams going completely aggressive on each other, throwing everything they have at the other team, but Joker did catch Bubba off there. Origin tried to counter push through the middle, wasn't quite enough. And guys, Joker are going to be your NA Arena Competition champions for fall of 2024. This was a super exciting tournament, but congrats to Joker for cleaning it up. Javi excited in the chat here. Very happy for his team. Congrats to Javi for that. Good dub. Yeah, things looks a little bit shaky for them in the very first set, I won't lie. They definitely locked in though, and they absolutely deserve these games. They had some very sweeping wins there. That 1-7-0 game, this game of course not being particularly close at all. Great stuff. Joker locked in when they needed to. Shout out to Origin, of course. They had a very clean rest of the tournament up until grand finals. Day 1, I don't think they dropped anything. Day 2 yesterday, I'm pretty sure they were extremely clean. Even messing around with their strats, they were able to make it work. And even today, you know, making it all the way to grands, hardly dropping any games at all, even a Joker team, but Joker locked in at the end. Overall, very exciting tournament. I had a lot of fun. Today's sets were not as competitive as yesterday's, but grand finals more than made up for it, in my opinion. Watching Joker and Origin, you know, fight against each other is always a pleasure. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought it was a lot of fun. Shout out again to Cora for streaming his own POV of the tournament, and Tommy, who is streaming as an NA competitive streamer as well. He was also covering all the same games that I did, with the exception of the second and first sets. But yeah, that was great stuff. And yeah, we have a couple more things before the end of the stream. One of them is, of course, going to be the giveaway, guys. We are doing another giveaway at the end of the stream. This is going to be for 2 battle passes. I was going to do one earlier. I forgot to because I'm a goober. But JKR is going to be your keyword. So type in JKR. Caps does not matter. Caps doesn't matter at all. All you have to do is type it in. I'm going to do 2 giveaway rolls, and we will see who wins. And then if you do win, I'm going to need your username, your ID, your server, and also tell me if you want October or November. Because if you want to have the October one, we can, I guess, quickly take a look at what the October rewards for the Battle Pass are. But maybe you just want to have a clean start on November, who knows. In terms of the camo, it's pretty interesting. The M3Yo Bard, it looks like a lute, I think is what the instrument is called, or a lyre. It's one of those two. I always mix them up. I'm not a fan of it, but you might be. It's pretty interesting. The gun decoration, kind of cool. The tracks, interesting. So you might like this. The avatars. Here's the background as well. That's the M3 Bard. And looks like an elf avatar of some kind. I don't know. But that's your October Battle Pass. If you'd like the November one, just specify that. But I'll give you guys plenty of time. I will announce when I'm about to end the giveaway. We'll do the rolls. And we'll call the stream. So I guess in the meantime, we'll play a couple more games, I guess. We got the monster cam. I think this is the E50M monster. But I think I have the monster Evo already. Sorry, let me look. Appearance. Yeah, so this is the E50M monster, which is a good looking camo on its own. It's got like the teeth and the eyes, and I think it's cool. Problem is, I already have the monster Evo, which is like very similar, except it's got like the animated 3D stuff, and it's got this super cool smoke. I'm not replacing this. Yeah, only have 15 hours left to complete this. I don't think I'm gonna end up doing this. I don't. Yeah, definitely not. I have not been playing it all since they kind of removed game modes. But yeah, Andy, I have to thank you again so much for the 10 gift subs. That was incredible, and I really appreciate your generosity. Excited to see how DFM does this season. Top 4 last, well, top 3 last season, right? So, got high standards to maintain now. Let's see if you can outplace yourselves. Joker and Origin are not going to let up easy, though. You're going to have to beat one of those teams if you're going to make top 2. So, good stuff. Okay, didn't mean to open that. Unfortunately, Apex chat's a little bit degenerate. every time I tell them to not be. I guess we can play a ratings game. Got the times 10s and I want to use them on the T100 opposed to anything else, so do that. Keys, no keys today, but I am giving away the 2 battle passes. Again, type JKR in the Twitch chat. It's a Twitch chat only giveaway. YouTube haven't figured out how to do it yet. I'm going to figure it out eventually, but for now it's just a Twitch chat giveaway. Yep, and I'm seeing 12 eligible users. Yeah, people are all typing it in. Good stuff, good stuff. Very nice. I'll let y'all know when we are going to roll it. But we'll do maybe a couple of these games. My friend there, what's up? Yo. Let's get some spots going on this side. Oh, that's Miguel from Moonmen. Oh boy. That's him. He's an interesting individual. Okay, 4-2 should be okay against that player, to be honest. But I will definitely want to help him out at some point. Not spotting all of their heavies concerns me that maybe they're bringing some over here. They're pinging this side. Maybe we're getting shot from over here? Yeah. I'm not... Oh, I am lit. Okay. Oh, they did bring tanks over here. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That was kind of right, actually. Oh, boy. Our heavies need to push. I should probably help them. Yeah, I think I have to help the heavies here, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Actually, we do have tanks holding that. I don't know. I still think maybe in terms of my own game, this is better. And maybe for winning, I don't know. I shouldn't have taken that hit though. But now I've got these guys both turned, presumably I can run. I am kind of caught now. This E100. And yeah, that's not good actually at all. Thankfully that guy missed. Good. Baited that shot. Now I will go down here, no question, but I can survive. Oh, I thought I could avoid the 100 back here. And maybe back up into there, but no, I guess it's just a little bit too much height. Fortunately, team took a long time to execute on this side. It's fine, though. Good games. Yeah, I know, right, Tommy? Those are great. A lot of fun watching this tournament. Hope you enjoyed it. No, IS4 had that kill. Didn't aim it, though, unfortunately. Our team's actually holding just fine over here, but 402 peeking that tank is a little bit sus-amogus. IS4 dies. 72 HE? Why? I don't know. I don't want to watch this game. I don't want to watch this game. We'll play another, and we're going to roll our giveaway at the end of that game. Okay? So make sure, guys, that you type in the Twitch chat JKR to enter for a battle pass. I'm drawing 2 winners. And I'm going to need your username, ID, server, and what month you'd like. October or November are your options. Let's play. I want to save my times 10s for the T100, though. That's the problem. We'll wait for it. Whatever, we'll wait. I should have kept watching the game. I just didn't want to watch it. It was unwatchable. How much XP do I have on my T100 right now? If I go to free XP... Normally if I click on this I can... Oh, that's premium time, an idiot. Free XP. I can see how much I have. There's probably a better way of doing this. Actually, if I go into the tech tree, I could have done it. Never mind, whatever. 200, 1.3. You need like 3.9 or something to get level 50. You know, Tommy, I think it'd be easier to coordinate a platoon if there wasn't stream delay. That kind of makes it challenging, so I don't think that'll work out too well, but if there weren't stream delay, definitely would consider it. Another day, I need to go to bed. Yeah, you have a good night, Tommy. Thanks for stopping by, though. Looks like you're ending, you've already ended your stream pretty early. I normally let it run just for this giveaway at the end, so. We'll wait for the tank to come back, and then we'll play one more battle, then we'll roll it, and we'll end. Game's taking a while. We ended up losing. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know. I mean, if I had survived in the end, maybe that would have been a lot better for the team. I should not have let that E100 get me. It was kind of dumb of me. Oh well. I'm in a light tank. I should not be letting a heavy tank chase me down. Never, ever, ever. Team says right. That's fine, honestly. Problem is they have an extra heavy. Not happy about that. I didn't see anything, so I overpeaked. Oh well. At least I got my damage back. So we called right, and our team is just not set up at all. They're all camping. 4K5 called right, and he's camping over there. Very cool. I'll let the Rhino hold this. Our T-57's already half HP. It's lovely. Let's see if we can get something going from here. Don't love this at all. T-57 still bleeding. We'll take this though. This is good. I activated my adrenaline. Our 57 survives. Is good. We can hold this angle. Missed the shot entirely though. Not what we want, not what we want. But I have something. There, M60 got killed. It's the grill. It's the Foch. I'd prefer to take the grill here. So yeah, I didn't play the most decisively, admittedly, and I don't get a lot of damage because of that, but I'm playing for the win here. So I do not care that much about damage. It is a ratings game. What's up, E100 Blitz? Welcome to the stream. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and roll our giveaway. So you're going to be seeing it just about now in the chat. There's a 3-minute delay, so you're going to see me roll it on stream 3 minutes later. But if you're in the Twitch chat, you're going to see the names now. I think the first name gets posted by the bot and the second one doesn't, so I'm going to have to type in who the second winner is, but you're going to see it. Congrats for winning. I'm going to need your username, ID, server, and the month you want. You can get your ID by going to your profile and seeing your username here where my mouse is next to the avatar. Click on your username, it copies your username and ID, paste that in the chat, tell me what server you're on, and if you want October or November Battle Pass. So congrats to the winners. And yeah, now we just have to wait the 3 minutes, I suppose, for it to show up on the stream, then we'll end it here. So I'll finalize by reading the chat. Nothing new. Looks like we've got... Huh. Okay. Sorry, just check in. Okay, so now I guess it's just an awkward waiting moment. But yeah, I guess I can do my little outro now by saying congrats to everybody who won the event, and also congrats to everyone who participated in the arena competition. If we just go ahead and look at the tournament, which should now be concluded, Joker ends up winning it, Origin second, Ponda third, and Evany fourth, so congrats to everyone who made top four. Unfortunately, I was not able to watch Evany today, but, you know, happens sometimes. But yeah, I'm excited to see y'all soon for the Blitz Masters Legends tournament, which starts on Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming on Tuesday, but we will see, and yeah, I'm super excited to be getting back into the comp season. I think we got some pretty good seasons ahead of us, especially with them adding PC to the second one. But here we go, guys. You should be seeing the winners in the chat. First one is Shizumit. And if I re-roll it, it was the flop. Congrats to the flop. So let me type those in. So Shizumit and the flop. Congrats on winning. Congrats on the W. All right, and there we go, guys. Those are your winners. I will catch y'all around in the next tournament, Blitz Masters Legends 1, whenever that starts streaming. But yeah, I'll catch y'all around. So until then, stay safe. Happy tanking.